jazzed. We're jazzed. We're in a good mood. Do-do-do, do-do-do. So I'm jazzed. We're jazzed. We're in a good mood. Do-do-do, do-do-do. So I'm jazzed. We're jazzed. We're in a good mood. Do-do-do, do-do-do. So I'm jazzed. We're jazzed. We're in a good mood. Do-do-do, do-do-do.
Hello everybody, are you jazzed? Good evening, Cat Lady and Candy Corn and Emily and Graveyard and Loki and Stella. Hello Raina, hello Lauren, hello Voodoo, hello Theatre Girl, hello Betty, hello Check, hello Brandon, hello hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are on this beautiful planet. Thank you so much for joining me for yet another ad hoc live stream. How's it going, everybody? Lisa, you're jazzed? That's good to hear. Chat, my apologies. Chantal was live previously, but her internet's broken, or I don't know, she's terribly boring. She was talking about vacuuming crumbs between her, like, couch cushions. Guys. Guys. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't want to. My God, girl, get something to talk about. But enough about Fruity. We're here today to be talking about the one, the only, the quirky Love Rosie in Poolside QnA Live. So this was live about 12 hours ago. I was busy catching up with Fruity's nonsense. And Rosie's in the pool and going to be answering Q&A questions. She used Julia as a napkin. Sugar, that sounds so Chantal coded. Poor Julia. My God. Woof. Anyway, hi, my name's Zach. Lovely to meet you. If you're new, thank you very much for returning. If you are coming back, I'm not a mental or physical healthcare professional. Just a guy who also talks about things on the internet and watches way too much of too many people. Also did the gym. Was that yesterday? Is that lats from yesterday? It is. Ooh, that's tender. Anyway, not here to bully, shame, hate, harass, or humiliate. Just here to talk about the produced and monetized content that we see here on this platform, because it's all about what choices about what we say, choices about what we put on the internet. Choices. So let's jump in Rosie's pool. Oh, I should have bought a snorkel. That's a fun prop. All right, let's go.
Some people rolling in the chat. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Joanna, hello. Jade, Farah, Lauren. Right now, yeah, YouTube's my full-time job, yeah.
Well there, eager beaver. The Q&A has only just begun.
Hello. We're gonna just wait a few minutes for people to, like, roll in, see what's up. Let me make sure. Yeah, if we reach the super chat
Stella, yes.
goal, I'll do.
She set herself a, I think it was 5 yellow super chats to do 50 laps. Spoilers, she doesn't do it in this stream. She says, oh no, you guys, I'll do it in a future one. So I'm sure someone will hold her to that.
Do it. Hello. Hi, Lisa. Thank you, Amelia. Hello, Under the Moon.
I'm jazzed, Ilsk. Thank you for asking.
Hello, McKenna. Hello, Share Bear. Weather's great. A little muggy, but being in the pool makes it perfect. Hi, Liz.
I didn't realize that the pool was inside.
Hey, hello, Glass, Shan,
So
Creamy.
fancy.
The swimsuit, I don't know where it's from. Actually, so it got gifted to me by this girl. The one and only time I went to a BBW event, it was like in 2019. She gave me this swimsuit. Like, I have no idea why. It goes down to about like 5'5" down there. The shallow end here is like about 3 feet.
Oh, not the swimsuit, the pool. Right, got it.
Hi, Christine. I wonder if Fenderbender's in the chat, because I have
yes.
I have a whole thing here. Thank you. Hi, hello. I hope Fenderbender gets here, because
Is Fenderbender a feeder?
I have my dinner
We've got snacks on a pool floaty.
in the pool. This is so fun. Okay, so
Is it? I don't know if that's fun. For me, I don't necessarily align swimming and eating. Because one, there's that rule about you shouldn't swim 30 minutes after, which I think is a hoax, but also soggy. No one wants soggy food.
I was trying to think what I was gonna do. Okay, first of all, this is my first time using this. This is super cool. I got a little drinkity drink. This is a strawberry kiwi flavored sparkling water. I've got some dino nuggies, you know.
Oh, okay.
It's classy. With
Whatever, girl.
I have these like silicone muffin liners.
We got nuggets, we've got chips, we've got sody. All in the pool. How fun. How fun for us.
So I have one with barbecue sauce, and then for my side, I'm doing red pepper jelly and cream cheese with these really delicious multigrain, I think they're called like Crunch Master crackers.
I think that was an exercise piece of equipment they sold on like late night television. Crunchmaster.
So I have the dino nuggies that my brother got me. So we're just gonna hang out. That's really good.
Vegetables to be seen. That's a good question. Where is the cherry limeade husky dare? That would be perfect for the pool.
I just air fried these bad boys. Cool.
Yeah, great. We've got heavy breathing. We've got dino nuggets and a pool. How fun for us.
Let me see something.
Sorry,
There we go. That's a lot better. Hey, Angel.
Oh, because of the alligators. That makes sense.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. This is actually really cool.
This is how you get crumbs in the pool.
This is actually really dope. I'm not gonna lie. This is really sick. Thank you, Cameron.
New feature of the pool unlocked. We can eat snacks in it.
Fender set up tonight too. No, my pool is not heated. It's from Amazon. I'm pulling up a post right now.
Oh, there's so much like technology and snacks and water. There's a lot going on right now.
Let me see. Bruh. There it is. So I'm gonna go through the post questions first, and then while I'm answering questions, you're welcome to ask follow-ups and stuff, and then when I run out of questions, if y'all have questions, you're welcome to ask me in the chat. Thank you, Amelia.
The breathing is a lot.
Short word. That's rude. I'm a millennial. I'm not an iPad baby. Hashtag rude. I was born pre-iPads. Oh, I do this all the time. I'm not worried nor stressed. What am I doing? Oh, right. Gotta go to my page. Posts. Comments. Okay. So, how are these sorted? Top comments? Okay.
Oh, is there a crow?
Well, the comment that got the most likes, I'm gonna go ahead and address that one first. It was left earlier on.
This is a good way of doing this.
Let's go for a second. Okay. This one is, why isn't a job with health insurance benefits a priority to you? And when I read that comment, my first thought was, it's bold of you to assume that that's not a priority to me. Just because...
Rosie, honey, based on what I'm watching, I don't know if that's a priority to you. You haven't actually mentioned looking for work in a hot minute. You have been doing a lot of YouTube content. Now, who am I to say that that means that is or is not a priority for you? But it hasn't been a talking point.
I'm not talking about it on the internet, you know? Like, it's not y'all's business, like the conversations I have with my mom and my family and like those types of like long-term plans. Like I've talked...
Why would you need to talk to your mom about a job? What?
About like I have certain things coming up, certain things that are a priority to me. And they're like more short-term. So right now, getting a job is not a day job, I should say. Right now would be a hindrance to my long-term goals.
Aha.
So, that doesn't mean that one, I'm not still applying to stuff, and two, that that's not ultimately a goal that I have. Because it is. Because I don't make enough on YouTube to pay for insurance out of pocket yet.
Right.
However, I put a lot of work into job hunting. Like I was going really hard like every day, and I was getting nothing because job hunting is hell right now. So I'm still putting in applications. I'm just not doing it with as much urgency as I was when I first lost my job.
Right. So you're confirming that it's not a priority for you.
Because
Got it.
I also want to, I don't think there's a question in here, but I also want to touch on this because like people make a lot of assumptions about my financial situation that are completely false. Because first of all, I have never, at any time as an adult, lived with my parents rent-free.
Right. So you're paying board and or rent and or like utilities right now.
When I was younger, they were a little more like, I don't know if lenient's the right word, like they didn't charge me as much. Well, one, you know, the economy wasn't what it is today. But two, like they were helping me in the terms of like I was paying rent, but
Oh, really, Sugar? That's interesting.
kind of like at a discounted amount because I was like learning how to be an adult and figure shit out. I wasn't making a lot of money, but I have bills that I have to pay. I pay for multiple of the bills in the house.
Right.
Oh, okay, no, that's not correct. I pay for one of the bills of the household, and then I also pay my parents every month.
Girl, you are already talking sideways and shady. You can either tell the truth or not address the question. I prefer not to be lied to.
So I don't have all this like disposable income and stuff.
What? Okay, help me understand. Help me understand. Look, I'm not necessarily a numbers girly. I like numbers. I just don't always get them. You have one bill to pay in the household, which I'm going to go ahead and assume is either internet or electricity. Possibly gas. Who knows? Actually, I don't know if there's gas there. Maybe power. Power, phone. I don't know what else is there. And food, presumptively. You don't have a car, so there's no payments towards that. Netflix? I don't know.
Because
Rosie's 30 and works full-time, yeah.
here,
I'm presuming full-time.
just set it over there for a second. People eat in their pools all the time. It's like a normal thing, dog. I don't know what you're talking about.
I can tell you I've been in a pool a few times, and I don't eat in the pool.
Let me see. So, yeah, when I read that, I was just like, was just one of the many things that, like, people say and do where they just don't know the whole story. Because I did say a while back, I was like, I'm going to stop talking about my job hunt online because people were just constantly asking me about it. And I didn't always want to talk about it because it's discouraging and frustrating.
Okay.
It is. I've never had this much difficulty finding a job before. Ever. It's really, like...
Food does feel like a no-go. Like, what happens if you drop a dino nugget in the pool? And it's just soggy. She's not going to go down and get that.
It's freaking me out a bit. Because I have almost a decade, about almost a decade's worth of call center experience in multiple different facets. And so really that's kind of my main answer. Like, it is, just because I don't talk about something doesn't mean it's not a priority. It just means I'm not making it the internet's business. I do have a life outside of the internet. I do have things that I don't talk about. I do have friends that I don't talk about. I'm only doing work from home. With my PTSD stuff and work accommodations, I did try last year working outside of the home, and it did not work for multiple reasons. And it sucked because the job was pretty good. The job market is so bad in Canada too right now. It's like almost impossible to even get a low skills job.
I do appreciate how daintily the dino nuggies are being consumed.
Are people hating? I wasn't looking at the chat. Yeah, I air fried these. They came out really good. I'm just trying to finish the nuggets before they get like cold. And I'll just like munch on the other things later. But,
Siege, I see you, love.
I don't think so, Sarah. I mean, when I was doing online content, other stuff beforehand, that never hindered me. I seriously doubt that. Most of those types of jobs, they don't even...
She's eating nuggets in a pool. Yes, buzz trick. Yes.
Care about that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too, is like reaction channels are considered to be employed by YouTube when they react to my content, but weirdly, I can't be considered employed by YouTube, and I'm an unemployed loser on the, like, when I'm self-employed, just like everybody else on YouTube.
None of us are employed by YouTube. It's a general user agreement, not employment. Firstly. Secondly, who says that?
It's so weird. I may not make as much...
I don't think anyone has ever said, like, reaction channels are employed by YouTube. Now, that's a conspiracy theory, though, I'm pretty sure.
money as some of these reactors do because they have built-in audiences and they have their own personalities and, like, they have their own audience that, like, they would choose to watch me if they want to, you know, but if they're not going to, if they're only watching me because of reaction content, you know, like, those are not my viewers, those are other people's viewers, right?
Right.
You're their manager? Oh, Lord.
Oh, God, don't go down the dark path of Amberlynn Reed thinking she's the boss of the factory. Don't do that, Rosie.
How many roommates do you have?
It's real quick to find something else to watch, I tell ya.
I have my brother. Yeah, so, let me see here. Okay. So the next question says, do you think weight loss was the only reason people watched you consistently to begin with, or do you think there were more reasons? I think there's a lot more reasons.
Yeah, she's an interesting character.
I think there was definitely a subsection of people that were just there for weight loss content, and when that stopped, they left. And that's their prerogative. Because, I mean, I get it. I've watched creators, and then when they did a change and I didn't vibe with it, I stopped watching. Because people watch content for different reasons, but I know for a fact there are many people that watch me and support me because of who I am as a person. My camera's on. Can y'all see me?
I see you eating dino nuggets and what looks like barbecue sauce in the pool. I know how I feel about that.
We're almost done here with these nuggets.
Yeah, Jethro, I'm not necessarily here for the pool stream. I have tried to rewatch some of the pool stuff and it's not necessarily for me. I prefer the kitchen stuff.
Yeah, I did when I first made my channel like 2 years ago. But that has not been my priority the past year. Yeah,
I think she is rinsing the crumbs off her hand into the pool. That's not got to be good for the filter.
Bird sanctuary. There's always birds. Thank you, Julia. So then the second question says, do you think all past viewers with criticism are haters? No. Do you think you have said things that have caused you to lose your viewership? Yes. What things made you say yes to what you did, if so? Well, most recently, I got into some hot water because of inaction that I made around like a controversial topic. And I think I
Go, which one? You're gonna need to be specific there.
did lose viewership when I switched to cooking content because some people view me as a hypocrite for that.
I mean, yeah, if you look at the history of even Rosie's channel over just the last 2 years, you can see a lot of like, I have a hard relationship with food, here's my health gurney, here's my mental health gurney. Oh, wait, we're going to stop doing that now, and then I'm going to pop back up 2 months later, like asking for super chats while I cook in the kitchen and wheel around on my chair. So, yeah, I could see how that some people might take issue with that. Yep.
Which, logically, I can understand the argument, I just don't agree. So yeah, no, I'm not someone that believes all haters are, no, that all criticism are from haters. Like all criticism that I receive is like hate. I'm not that person. Never been that person. I do get a lot of hate, and I do get a lot of lies said about me. Like those things are true, but people do have genuine critique of me, and it's up to me on like whether or not I listen or apply to it, or I listen to it or apply the criticism to my life, right? So, let me see.
That was about 2-ish years ago, BJ? I thought so.
Excuse me.
I think she references it in this, actually.
Someone asked why do people get blocked if they don't have the same opinion of you. That's not true. People get blocked if they disrespect me. So, and I did delete comments that were that involved other people, because I'm not here to talk about them.
Was it Nutty Jeff?
All right. Could I elaborate more on some of the lies that I participate in feederism? That's a big one. That's one that really pisses me off because it's so far from the truth that I would ever consider doing that again. Because even if I wanted to, like, let's entertain the idea.
Girl, I've really got to side-eye you for a moment here. At the very start of this stream, you literally were calling out a specific individual in your chat and saying it was disappointing that they weren't there to watch you eat dino nuggies in the pool. Now, look, I get it. Like, specifically feeder content and, like, that type of adult content is very different to somebody eating on the internet for money. But it's the exact same argument that I make about Amber and Foodie. As someone who has their own hard relationship with food, I'm very glad I decided to take a slightly different approach to this content, because if I was getting paid for eating on camera, I can't tell you the damage that would have done to my perception of so many things. Not just reality, but also, like, self-worth and money and, like, all of that. So, girl, if you want to sit here and argue that you eating on camera for money isn't anything to do with feederism, sure, girl. But, like, can you maybe take a minute to, like, do some reflection on how mukbangs in particular might be detrimental to your own, like, mentalness? Maybe. You don't have to. I'm just saying, like, it's my perspective.
That I wanted to do that. Because I don't, but let's entertain it for a second for the sake of the conversation. If I were to try to re-enter into those spaces, I would get outed, first of all. Second of all.
Yeah, she didn't leave off too well with the feeders, right?
I would not be welcomed. Because when I decided to leave feederism, I made a conscious decision. I remember it so, like, vividly. I had all this, like, bullshit drama go down with these people that are super irrelevant. to myself in the world, but mostly to myself.
I watched that interview. You went to like a feeder party or whatever, and then like a stink got kicked up, and there were people there who you didn't like, and all this hullabaloo. Does anyone say hullabaloo anymore? Shout out to Baloo. Best bet.
It was disgusting. Basically, these people that I made friends with, like in real life, viciously attacked me online, unprovoked, and then spread really malicious lies, like I was lying about being disabled when that I was pretending to need a cane when I needed one, and
oh yeah, that thing.
Disabled when that I was pretending to need a cane when I needed one, and
that entire cane story is also a bit of a debacle. It's like she needed a cane, but not all the time, and she had her own, but she got a photo taken with the friend of hers, and then she didn't actually need that one. Like, that whole thing is just a mess.
Jealousy, which was just, it was so insane because I was dealing with a person that was like over a decade older than me, or about a decade older than me, and the Daily Mail wrote an article about me. They didn't contact me, they didn't ask for my consent for it, they got a whole bunch of stuff wrong in the article, because I had posted a picture of me in this dress that I gave to this friend, and the reason I used their cane instead of mine in the photo is because I wanted to take a photo in the dress, but I was going to give it to them because I wasn't going to wear it for anything else.
I'm sorry, that entire point did not make any sense. Rosie, what do you mean? You had a dress that you were going to give to your friend, but you wanted to get a photo of it first. So why did you need to borrow their cane, sorry? And what does that have to do with anything about gifting a dress? Girl, I smell a stunt.
Did a picture of me in this dress that I gave to this friend. And the reason I used their cane instead of mine in the photo is because I wanted to take a photo in the dress, but I was going to give it to them because I wasn't going to wear it for anything else.
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Where did the cane come into this conversation? That doesn't make any sense. Does she think if she talks fast enough, she's going to just like slip one over on us? I think she does.
And this friend, once the article was written about me, we had, our friendship had ended like right before or around the same time. And this was also when I had not been yet diagnosed with diabetes, but...
Who asked? Girl, this was about a cane. Sugar cane. This is about a cane. This wasn't about your diabetes or whether or not you were gifting this dress to a friend. Ooh, Rosie, I'm getting a bad stink out of this. I am. This feels like you're trying to be like willfully obtuse or obscure the actual goings on here. I don't trust this.
I was so dizzy and sick that I couldn't walk upright, and that's why I was using the cane, because I was having all these crazy symptoms.
Because you got a dress for your friend that you wanted to wear first, and then diabetes, and then you needed a cane because you were dizzy. Huh. Okay.
I didn't know what was going on. And so, I had also gotten a lot of knee damage from getting up and down from this friend's couch. Now, I don't blame them for that. Like, you know what I mean? That's not their fault. I was the one hanging out their house. I was the one getting up and down off of this low couch. And it was causing...
The couch was the wrong size.
...more knee pain. So when I was at their house, I would use their cane. They went online and said that I never used it in front of them, that it was... that I never had done this or that in front of them when I had. It was just, like, really gross and malicious and messy. And,
Oh, this does sound messy. Ooh, how fun.
So that was, like... when I had already, for like, I want to say 2 or 3 months before then, I'd been feeling physically awful. I was eating myself into sickness. Like, I was eating in a way that, like, even now, like, that I'm not eating healthy, you know what I mean? Like, you guys see what I do on my channel, like, you know? But I was not, I'm not eating like I was. And, I was like, I guess I can't use the B word, but, you know, I was eating in excess to a point that was just repulsive, like, if I'm being real.
How did those, peanut butter maple jam biscuits go? Did they last the night, Rosie? Just curious.
And I ate myself into being a diabetic for content. Like, that's what I did, and that's like what
Well, you've eaten yourself into unmanaged diabetes at this point in time, so guess that's not a priority.
Ultimately led me to being like, I need to leave. Like, these people are so toxic. This whole community was like, I was already feeling all these different things, and this conflict that I ended up getting into made me go, okay, if I don't like explode my spot, because like in that community I was a well-known model. Like I wasn't like one of the top dogs that was like making a bunch of money, but I was a well-known model, and I had a lot of people that I was friendly with. I was a part of the community. And so
Chloe,
I left.
I mean, the girlies do like to blame a couch, to be fair,
in a dramatic, explosive way, and I chose to do that on purpose because I knew that if I ever like if I had like tried in the past, like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, I tried that, and I always got sucked back in because I struggle with food. And I've talked about it in my podcast interview. I've talked about kind of like the psychological mind fucking warfare that came from being a part of that community. And I made a conscious choice that I literally, when I like realized that I needed to leave, I grieved it. I cried because like for 2 days straight before I even took any action online, I just like shut down, stayed to myself, and just like bawled my eyes out because I lost so many friends.
Right.
These were transactional friendships because these were people who were feeders or feedies that related to me on that level. And it's like one of those things where we talk about like cult-like mindsets and where I've made comparisons to like being an ex-Mormon to leaving the feederism community. Those things were just really like, they really clashed. People are spamming time them out. You don't need to give warnings, just time them out. I'm not.
This is a big story.
I'm not looking at the chat, so.
It's an adventure.
So what is a feeder versus a feedie? So the feeder is the person that's feeding and the feedie is the person that's being fed, to be clear. Let me see. So yeah, that kind of, I forgot the original question I was answering, but
I think it was about the cane.
You said before that you don't want to be a part of Girl World. How do you feel now that Girl World reaction channels are starting to cover you and critique you?
Hi.
So yeah, what really like did me in, and I have regretted this for a long time, like well over a year at this point, was one of my first vlogs. So actually, let me back up even further. Before I even made my YouTube channel, I was like kind of like, I think, like toying with the idea on Instagram, or I was considering it, and I hadn't even talked about it publicly, but Barbecue Chicken had like come across
Shout out Barbecue.
me on Instagram. And she made a video about me being like, would people be interested in me talking about this person, whatever.
I feel like I remember that.
And I honestly, it was like over 2 years ago, so I don't remember the specifics. But
yeah, Lottie, we went feederism into Mormonism into lolcowism. That's the that's the trajectory. Also, hi.
At that point, some people had like picked up notice of me, like, and before this had happened, one of my biggest fears was Girl World finding out who I was.
That doesn't seem honest with the attitude that's coming along with that statement.
Notice of me, like, and before this had happened, one of my biggest fears was Girl World finding out who I was.
Not with that hand motion, it wasn't.
Because I had found a reactor that I watched for a couple years that I had watched because they made unrelated content to Girl World, and then I stumbled upon videos about one of the girls, and I was like,
Girl, you knew how the girls were. You've spoken in reference to Amber Lynn from like a decade ago. You're not new to Ambi, at least.
And I fallen down the rabbit hole after, when I first found out who Amber was in 2015 during like the fat people hate stuff.
Yeah, girl, that was 10 years ago.
When I was being attacked by the forums and everything, and I was being called, that was the first time I got called Amber Lynn 2.0, because people think we look similar. Some people do, whatever.
I mean, there's no poop bun. For me, that's. I mean, anyone in a poop bun's gonna look like Amber Lynn. That's the go-to.
That is what it is. And so
yeah, she was handing down Zachary Michael and asking them to react to her. Exactly, she was sliding into people's DMs. Is that who she's talking about? Is she talking about Zach here? Saying that she was watching Zach's content outside of Girl World and then like, whoopsie daisies, I found out who Amber was. But this was like in 2019. What are you guys talking about? Leave her alone.
At some point, once I launched my channel, like my first couple vlogs, I was like getting close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. And Reactor No Madness made a video, and in her title, she called me the new queen of Girl World. So I was like, okay, YouTube brain. Like I've watched YouTube since I was 15. I was trying to think like a YouTuber. I was like, well, I could turn that into clickbait. So I didn't.
Yeah, that always goes super well.
Think it was like that serious, I guess. I to this day, if I could turn back time, I would have never done this because I feel like this is the justification everybody uses for saying that I wanted to be in Girl World so bad.
You wanted to be in Girl World so bad because you were crawling up Zach's butthole, sliding into their DMs. That's what you wanted. You wanted attention. You wanted attention from reaction channels. You were recommending Planet with a Palette, which I only remember because I was actually going to react to some of that content because I thought it was interesting because they were cooking in their kitchen. And I do love people who cook in their kitchen. Girl, why are we revising? Revisionisting.
I clickbait like new queen of Girl World, and because in the vlog I thanked No Madness for basically using her audience to help me get to 1,000 subscribers, which was like my first big milestone. Granted, it was like
not the tags.
This YouTube account I had forever, and so I already had like 400 built in, so like roughly like 300, 400, and so it was clickbait. Like it wasn't me being like, oh, like, you know, I'm gonna come for these bitches. It was none of that shit. It was literally me thanking someone for a video that had that in their title. And a lot of people just saw my title and ran with it because that's what Girl World does.
Excuse me. I have well-constructed, nuanced arguments.
Now,
and sometimes we crossword.
I've also done other shit along the way that I wish I hadn't. One of my, like, the first mistake I ever made, I don't ever talk about this creator, but the first time
I'm not, by the way, like, I understand Rosie's got a bit of a chip on her shoulder, or a bag of chips on her shoulder, when it comes to the comparison with Amberlynn Reid, right? What I will say is that the people who I watch on the internet outside of Anna, who is very, like, fashion focused, right? The three girly plops here that we're talking about, Ambi, Foodie, and Quirky, all have have self-admitted hard relationships with food and think it's a good idea to eat on camera for money. And I think they might, well, one of them definitely hates their audience. The other one hates effort. And Quirky, I'm not too sure over.
Maybe it was the second time I paneled with someone. I might have paneled with someone else first, and that went well because that creator wasn't
I think she might hate people who she can't convince.
Controversial. But I did not have any idea how controversial this other creator was. And her and her audience had just been super nice to me. So I went in, and then I got huge blowback for that. And I was like, I didn't know a bunch of shit, like, about this person's history. I don't want to get in beef with them, so I'm not going to relive any of that. But, you know, I made that video about Foodie Beauty, which honestly that did help push my channel a lot faster. But, you know, at the time, I made it just because I meant it and it was shit I wanted to say. So yeah. How do you feel now that Girl World reaction channels are starting to cover you and critique you? I've always been someone who's like pro reaction channels, pro copyright law, like pro fair use, like, and those things not being abused, and being very critical of creators that abuse those things. So you're not gonna catch me doing that. I believe in transformative content. I believe that that's like a right creator should have, as long as they're doing their due diligence.
Great.
So I don't know what's going on in the chat because I'm not.
I don't think that answered the question though, Rosie.
Even looking. So we're just gonna mods shut down people who are being really gross.
Mods, shut them down. Also, shout out to the mods.
Well, thank you, Melissa.
Hi,
so,
Kate. Welcome.
But yeah, okay, here's a more lighthearted one. Oh, but and the thing is like there are like I have like levels of creators like when it comes to like reactionary content. I think there are creators that put effort into their content that like regardless of opinions, negative or positive, I just don't watch them if I think that they're shitty. Like that's just the bottom line. Like there's only one reaction channel that reacts to me that I even engage with at all, and y'all know who that is because I recently got outed for it. But other than that, I don't watch content about myself. Hey, hey.
She maybe caught a membership. Right, but there's also Zachary Michael. Right?
Seattle. Hello. I just saw you pop in. Wanted to recognize you. So yeah, so like I said, there's only one content creator that talks about me that I even like watch. And
Rosie, honey, I don't. Just don't. Do you know why? I don't think it's a good idea? And look, it's me. I know, it's me. I hate that. Not my reality, by the way. Crossing streams makes me scream. Ew. But listen, Rosie, if you get to this point in this stream, I do not recommend watching me. I don't. Just, you are going to hear an opinion that you are not going to enjoy at some point in time. And that's okay, because not all of our opinions need to align and be in agreement. But that sounded like Ambi. But the reality is I do not think you watching my content is a good idea. I just don't. I don't think it's a good idea. Keep to your reality. That is my recommendation. Jenny, thank you for the super chat, honey. Jenny says, hey, Poppy in chat, no hospital commute for me this week as I'm handing back our rental as we've bought our first home. Oh my goodness! Congratulations, hun! Enjoy. Oh, how fun. You are so welcome for keeping you company. That's amazing. Congratulations. Enjoy your decorating and the move. Oh, and everything. There's so many things. Thank you for the super chat, honey.
I watch it, as I've said before, because I don't feel like that person has any malicious intent. And while...
Sorry. I don't. I really don't have any malicious intent, but I am going to tell you right now that, like, the age-old advice is true. Do not read the comments. Do not read the comments. Someone is going to say something and you are not going to appreciate it, and like, just don't read the comments.
I don't agree with like a lot of stuff that he says. Like, I've learned some shit and I've gotten some good ideas. Low-key, this video was kind of his idea. I'd already been thinking about doing a Q&A, but
shout out.
he kind of said it in a way where I was like, you know what, sure, let's roll with it. You know, like, for example, like, I did watch the most recent live he did about me, and he said that I was being really...
Girl. Girl! I'm gonna have to ask you to find a better thing to watch than me. Please.
condescending talking about my brother, and I was like, what the fuck are you watching? Like, huh? You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't have to, like, agree with someone's perspective on everything, and, you know, still understand that, like, there's...
Yeah, Josie, she's gonna turn into Big Boss Rosie at the Rosie Factory.
Nuance and value to certain things, because I do feel like me watching that content, I tend to kind of stay, I've learned that it's probably best for me to stay out of his chat.
Oh, Chelsea. Yes, no, don't. I do not recommend it. I don't recommend watching me. Just, like, go live your life, girl. You don't need my opinion. But if you were going to make a piece of content, chat has recommended a fashion show. So a little closet tour would be really fun, I think. Just write that one down. Write that one down in your recipe book. Because that could be a really fun piece of content. But don't listen to me. Shh.
So I don't even really open the chat anymore. But...
See, chat, she knows that you're talking about her.
I feel like since I've started doing that, there's been positive and negatives to it, and at some point I probably will stop, especially if it gets to a point where I feel like it's too negative. But it has helped me kind of like self-reflect and make decisions that I think improve the quality of my content. So, yeah. I never got condescending vibes from you and your bro. Thank you. I know I wasn't being condescending. He's my little brother. I've called him Bud. We used to call him Bubba, but he outgrew Bubba. So we call him Bud. All of us. Everyone in my family. So...
Bubba Rosie?
No, fuck.
Rosie!
Fuck Zachary Michael.
Oh, rude.
But, let me see.
Hey, Lindsay, good
If you
to
either
see
had to do a skydive or a bungee jump, which one would you pick? Oh, God. But I like a lighthearted question. Let's leave it a little heavy. God. Okay, so first of all, I'd have to assume I've lost weight because either one's a death sentence currently. Like, let's keep that a buck 100. But
I don't know. I think you'd have better luck with a parachute than a bungee jump. Yes to fashion. Lindsay, always yes to fashion. I want to peep inside of Rosie's closet. Oh, how fun. I just imagine, you know, she's got some fun hats in there. She's already showed them to us.
say probably a bungee jump. Because at least there's more guarantee of, like, less death. Let's see. So the next question is, what is the division of labor for chores and household duties between you and Levi? I just actually mentioned him, that's funny. Who does what and that sort of thing. Yeah, so it's pretty simple. My brother, should I share this?
Go ahead, girl. You started.
Okay, so I'll say this. My name is not on this house. My brother's is. So when it comes to, like, homeowner stuff, like repairs and stuff, like...
Oh, Asha, all she needs to do to fix her audio is to get one of those tiny microphones that Foodie has that, like, has the little, like, wind fluffer on the top of it so that we can't hear that fucking fan.
Like, that falls on him. Like I said, I pay rent here and everything like that, but,
Not quirky core plotty.
you know, I'm not a homeowner. But in terms of chores and everything like that, really, my brother just unloads the dishwasher and takes out the trash. I clean the kitchen, and, like, obviously he cleans his room, I clean my room. I'm the one that has to, like, clean up the common spaces, clean the kitchen. Any and all deep cleaning falls on me unless my mom chooses to do it when she's here, which most of the time she doesn't because they're on vacation mode when
Girl, we saw the deep cleaning with that electric scrubber. Let's not revisit.
Come to Florida. I wasn't talking about ZM. And also, his pronouns are he, they. Anyway. So, yeah. Sometimes he'll sweep if I ask him to. But we kind of divide that. I tend to sweep more often. And, like...
Did you sweep the eggshells up the other day?
Whenever we Swiffer and stuff. But, and then there's 2 bathrooms in our house, so he'll clean his, I'll clean this one. So, yeah, it's pretty fair division, I'd say, because, like, I also cook for him a good bit, so, I do pretty much all of the kitchen cleaning again, except for unloading the dishwasher, because him and the dirty dishes stuff really bugs him. He does everything in his power to avoid dishes. Like, if I wasn't here, he would use them.
Girl, so do you. Both of you do. You literally have a dishwasher.
Even less. I love it when you hate...
And you eat off of paper plates.
Someone you don't misgender them. Oh, yeah, fuck no. What? Fuck that. No, absolutely not. I don't know if anyone has asked, but if you could change one thing from the past that wouldn't cause huge, horrible, chaotic mess in the future, what would you change? If like I'm thinking selfishly, like about me and my life, I'd go back to when I was a very young child and stop certain things from happening, because I'd love to know who I would be if that hadn't happened. Like if I'm gonna be real, that's my answer. I'm 5'6". This is my
There you go, 5'6".
height. Oh, let's see.
Paper plates is ambi-coded, I agree. I know people get mad at me for shaming things. I know, I get it. Look, someone got upset, not upset, but someone had some feedback that, like, maybe I'm nitpicking a little bit too much about the dino nuggets and the chicken crispies and tenders and this, that, and the other. And it only comes from a place of, if I had that in my house, that's all I would eat. Because it's convenience food. And I have to tell myself no to convenience food, because otherwise I end up eating 4,000 calories without blinking. Which I understand is not a struggle for everyone. It's just a struggle for me. That's why I don't like convenience food. Oh, I lost my point. Never mind.
Do you think you will go back to tracking your food and calorie counting? At some point, yeah. I'm not going to...
Oh, the paper plates. That was the other thing. Someone once said that I harped on about the paper plates too much. And I thought, well, it's a bit weird because we are watching these people literally in their kitchen. Like, it doesn't take 30 seconds to wipe down a plate and dry it. So why do we keep killing trees?
Make a big stink about it when I start the process, because what I did last time was I started really slow.
Lindsay, correct.
Changing certain things, like one small goal at a time, until I built up all these different things and tolerances and stuff. Again, I have a plan. I'm just not sharing it, because the fastest way to fuck up a plan, for me anyway, is to share it and publicize it and make it into a whole thing and add like pressure in that route. So, let me see. I'd like to know more about how your relationship was not that good with your mom when you were younger. What caused the rift, especially since you're so close now?
Oh, I thought it was a bandage on her hand, but it wasn't. It was the cat tattoo. See, Husky even says in the chat, Australians just don't use paper plates like that. We find it insane. Honestly, the only place to use a paper plate is when you're out at a barbecue. That's it. That's the only place.
Really personal question. And I don't know how honest I want to be about it.
Paper plates being used in a kitchen when you're the only person eating? Actually unhinged. Unhinged.
Because my parents, both of them, have put in a lot of work in therapy. And I don't particularly subscribe to the idea of...
Oh my god, there's a squirrel on that fence!
Blasting them online for content. That's not my vibe. But I did a live with my dad, and I've done some with my mom, but there's specifically one where me and
Fruity who?
my dad shared some apple pie moonshine and had a chat. It got really deep. It got like really personal at one point, more so than I expected. And he even, said himself different things. Yeah. So he said different things in that live, kind of backing up the fact that my parents were very different parents when I was younger than they are today. I think you guys are meeting the best versions of them. And I love my parents very much.
I wonder if they've ever been in family therapy before.
But my childhood was extremely difficult. Obviously, there are people out there that have had worse childhoods than me. But my parents was still very difficult, and there were multiple layers and reasons for it. And my mom was really harsh, especially with me growing up. And my mom has really mellowed out in her as she's grown and reflected. And we've had a lot of conversations and apologies for how things happened. And
oh, Tasha, you enjoy the miso carrots, hun. They're so good.
I honestly think I want to leave it at that, because I don't think it's conducive to give examples and paint my parents in a bad light online when I love them and I live here and I respect them. And yeah, that's really bad on that for me. If you fell in love with someone and wanted to move in with them, how would your family feel about that? I think they'd be supportive. I think I would feel really guilty. I would need to date someone for a while before I decided to move in with them, because the reality is, if I left and I wasn't contributing, that would make things really difficult for my family. So.
You said you pay one bill. What?
Yeah. Dream car.
What?
So this next question is a few different things. Dream car. So I really, really, really want a Hyundai Elantra. I don't know. I've had that up my ass for a couple years now. I like the way they look.
I don't think Hot Wheels are meant to go there, dear.
Specifically, like, between the years like 2018 to like 2022. I'm not super picky about the year. But like, I'm not like a huge car person. I don't need a bunch of fancy stuff. Give me a push to start, a Bluetooth capable radio, and maybe like a cool screen, that'd be super sick to have a car like that. But nothing, I don't want anything too electric, like, maybe if there was like a hybrid option, but I don't want a car that's like purely runs on being charged. I want a car that would be able to go on road trips and stuff. Dream job, I'm doing it right now. But I don't dream to work. Because I'm anti-capitalism. Dream.
So much was said there. Oh, anti-capitalism, Rosie. Yeah, I see it. I so see it. I so see that. Yep. Okay, sure. Yes, sure. Why not?
Pet. I do want to get a cat. Very much.
Weird take, because like 10 minutes ago in this stream you were saying how finding a job with insurance was a priority for you. And now we're here.
I do want to get a cat, but I want to be in a like strong financial place because I don't want to be in a position where I have a sick animal and I feel like I have to create a GoFundMe to take care of them. I adore animals and cats and I cherish them. I've talked about in semi-recent history my cat Rocky. I had him from the age of 6, but as he grew older he became my cat and my responsibility. And in his elderly years he ended up developing cat dementia. Didn't even know that was a thing before it had happened. And it was awful. Like, the last 6 months of his life were awful. I had to, like, constantly bathe him with calf wipes because I didn't want, he had never been, like, you know, professionally bathed, and at least to my knowledge. Maybe when I was, like, a kid and something happened, my parents might have, I don't know. But, like, cats clean themselves normally, and he completely stopped. He, what are you talking about? Who's lying about what? Y'all are crazy. I literally just talked about how I have bills. But okay, go off. Yo, mods, can y'all, like... y'all can, like, time people out if they're being nasty.
Mods!
That's crazy.
Handle them!
I don't know what happened. Okay, so this isn't sub-only mode. Yeah, I put it in subs only. I don't know why chat's going crazy. But anyway. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so, you know... taking care of animals and all of that, like that's something that's really important to me. And if I don't feel like I'm able to provide a certain level of care, then I'm not gonna get an animal. Yeah, my mods are killing it. They're awesome. Exactly, Savage. Dream place to live. Probably the North Georgia mountains. Yeah, that's what's said about your cat. I love my cat more than anything in the world. I can't imagine that happening, bro. I've never like lost a person in my life to Alzheimer's, thank goodness. But like watching my cat go through it was like honestly awful and heartbreaking. Like seeing the fear in his eyes and stuff was crazy. Okay, thank you, Mama. I'm gonna go ahead and let's put on this light. There we go. Let's help it a little bit. Yeah, I missed the North Georgia mountains. Let me see. In Georgia with a cat driving an Elantra. Yeah, that's the dream life for me. Red, green flags, and a man. I feel like I've answered that before.
I think you did when you were talking about Nutty Jeff.
Let's see.
Oh, Keats, that's cute.
Okay, yeah, red and green flags. Okay, I'm gonna get on my knees. I'm tired of standing.
Things said at a bathhouse for 50, please. Say it again, Rosie. Zing, thank you for the super chat, honey. Zing says, good morning. Oh, I spent a weekend writing a play for a 24-hour festival. Oh, fun. I wrote a short play overnight. The cast performed it the next day. That's awesome. I hope you had a great weekend, hon. Thank you for the super chat. Well done. Sorry, just one more time. What was that? What was that, anti-capitalist, Rosie?
Okay, yeah, red and green flags. Okay, I'm gonna get on my knees. I'm tired of standing. Oh, let's just bring her down. There we go. Hi, everybody. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, red and green flags and a man. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, let me plug you guys into my external battery so I don't like suddenly have a 20% going. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right. Red flags, emotionally manipulative behavior. A man calling you a female, you, gross. Being overtly sexual right away. Obviously, like any abuse, red flags, anything like that. Like, I look out for red flags, like if they're a user. Oh, a man that will lie.
No, she's kneeling in a pool now, Lindsay.
Even about stupid stuff, exactly.
Happy
lie,
Monday,
especially
Fit.
early on.
Good to see you, love.
Gaslighting. I caught that one person that I was saying in a gaslight. That was crazy.
Oh, that was the tall Russian woman.
Let's see. No, I've never been to the Dillard house. I don't know what that is. Well, I tried dating a girl and she tried to record me without my consent. Weird.
Not dating.
Right now, it's preventing me from buying used Elantra as money. Like, whenever a man uses the word female instead of woman, that's a sign that that man is either red-pilled or dehumanizes women, talks badly about women. There's a lot of overlap of men calling women females and also calling them bitches. Yes, it's incel behavior, exactly. Words matter. And in this day and age, if you, I mean, if I see women, like I was scrolling on my TikTok literally yesterday or the day before, and this girl was like, blah, 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 females this, blah, 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 females that. And I'm like, oh, you're a pick me. Damn, all right, gross. Like, check that internalized misogyny, babe. Green flags for me
Rosie, you should lean into that. Cause more drama on the internet. Stir the pot, girl.
are honesty,
Fight with influencers. How fun would that be?
kindness, loyalty, like in terms of their behavior and action, especially someone. Why was I in FFG's chat? I was not in FFG's chat. The fuck? Is there a fake of me? Oh shit.
Oh no, is there a Rosie clone? Or is she lying?
I was not in FFG's chat recently. I don't think, have I ever been? If I was in the past, it was a fucking like forever ago. I was not in FFG's chat. I've not touched that channel in forever. Anyway, if there's recently been a Quickie Love Rose in that chat, it wasn't me. That's all I'm saying. Ugh.
Pickle pocket, good to see you. It is.
Yeah, let's talk about the green flags. So, oh, I'm thirsty. Well, I have my water here, but I want to go grab my snack, my drink and snack tray floated away. Give me a second.
Quick, get the snacks before they escape. Bring it back. Yeah, she's got a dino nuggets.
Okay. Yeah, Fender Bender got it for me. So.
You got a megalodon in there by any chance?
Okay. That's super cool. So anyway.
I mean, sugar, I don't mean to be rude, but I can hear it.
Yeah. Someone who's like caring and giving, not just to me, but like as a person.
Where's your snacks? Be careful.
Thanks, Lord. Yeah. So, Forward is the way said, hi, Rosie, sweetheart. I just wanted to give you a shout out and thank you for sharing your life with us. I know this is not a question.
It looks like about 6 of them, Lottie. Actually, I think some of them are meant for beverages, but 6.
I don't have any. Stay safe. Thank you for sharing some love. I appreciate that. I don't know if I want to answer this question just because, like, it's really sensitive to me.
Okay, don't. Or do, whatever.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. What makes you so sure that you have autism rather than overlapping conditions or issues that, yes, can be indicators of autism, but may also just be their own separate thing? What are more specific struggles you have related to it? How does it make you feel that some others immediately shut down the possibility of you being autistic because you were unable to get a diagnosis? I understand that these questions are too personal. So, back in 2020, what got me to realize that
Floating tray over car tray.
my experiences around this topic were something that I needed to really reevaluate and take seriously was because I finally started listening to these.
At this point in time, I'm trying to muddle my way through the word salad and actually find the words that she's trying to use, not just the filler.
Experiences of specifically women in their early 30s, because, yeah, it's 2025, I'm turning 34, so yeah, I was like 29, 30. I was like just entering my 30s, so women or AFAB people born within a couple years of me, who had, grown up in the same time period as me, who I had all these similar experiences to, who told their experiences in childhood and how they had gone through all these different issues, who ended up getting diagnosed as autistic, who also
Right, so I listened to other people's stories that sounded similar to mine. That's where we're at.
had trauma, who also had ADHD.
Uh-huh.
It made me have to sit back and really think, because I had shut down that notion for a long time, because the stalker that I talked about in the We're All Insane podcast, one of the things that he did to neg me all the time, is he would
This is the dark web stalker, right?
call me autistic as like an insult. Breathe.
Everyone take a big deep breath.
And as I've said before, he's a self-proclaimed narcissistic sociopath. And I rejected that for a long time, and to my own detriment. My entire life, I have struggled to maintain social relationships, friendships, the like. And I have had to mask my whole life. And when I was younger, I was really bad at it. And God, I don't want to cry.
I have a question. Didn't your mum study psychology, psychiatry, one of them? Okay. Just trying to, like, form my own... I've got a little, like, rosy vault, you know? I'm just trying to grow that at the moment.
I really don't want to cry, because it's just gonna get twisted. Give me a second. And so, seeing those experiences, I then dove into a bunch of different research. I read different research articles. I spent...
That's true, Tide.
I'm not kidding you. I spent months. And eventually I was able to reconnect with the therapist that I did EMDR with that helped me through my PTSD. And she, couldn't diagnose me because she was a therapist, but she agreed with me. And she, in her private practice, worked with another therapist that...
Again, I've got so many questions about the mum, hey.
Specialized in working, like, with people who have autism. And I got and recommended this specific Facebook group that had therapists and autistic people in it. They shared a bunch of different resources, and, like, they would share all these different, like, diagnostic quizzes, and I always scored.
Oh, not the quizzes.
Like, high on the end of showing that I was autistic. I have so many different memories of childhood, like, meltdowns and things that I was... When I say I had a rough relationship with my parents, it was because they expected things of me that I couldn't do. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm getting a sense that there might not have been a lot of family therapy. That might have been helpful.
This is really hard to talk about.
It's alright, dear. Hide your tears with the pool water filled with the crumbs of dino nuggets. Not the crying.
And I saw the stories of people being told they weren't autistic enough when they went to go get diagnosed because they had similar experiences to me. They were women, or AFABs, which AFAB, in case you don't know, is assigned female at birth, so just someone who may have a different gender identity now.
Candy,
God, I'm
yes.
trying to get myself together. I'm really sorry, guys. I can't look at the chat.
Oh, now we're going to get snot in the pool. Lily, thank you for the super chat, honey. Lily says, as a 42-year-old engineer diagnosed with Asperger's at 13, the topic on autism can be a bit, but it's not my reality. So last with popping in chat. Thanks for the super chat, honey. I appreciate it. Again, this is not me laughing at anyone or anything in particular. I'm just, like I said, I'm building my little Rosie vault. This is what I wanted. I wanted a Q&A so I could get a little bit of the backstory, a bit of the history. I am consistently and continuing to side-eye Mama quirky. And I get it. Everybody has things going on in their life and things are hard and this, that, and the other. I get it. I do. I just, like... I think that if you have a professional in your family and have clearly been in therapy or to therapists and have, like, a conversation surrounding mental health, I think that, like, this whole let's sit in a potential echo chamber, and don't get me wrong, it might not have been that, right? But the way TikTok is now with the fucking mental health, I've been on this rant a few times, but, like, to be in a potential echo chamber in Facebook with professionals that you don't know whether or not they're professionals, like, they could be fucking anyone, and, like, people who are diagnosed or are self-diagnosed or whatever, like, girl, it's all so messy and so hard when literally your mum is a licensed professional. This all sounds very strange.
Right now.
Well, thanks, Lily. I appreciate it, love.
Okay, well, super chats are coming in. Thank you. I'll try to scroll up to them. But I'm sorry, I can't focus on that right now.
And I get, like, the quizzes and all of that stuff, but generally my understanding is that's guided by professionals and not just, like, here's a multiple choice, answer the questions, get a diagnosis.
And I knew that was a possibility, and I had gotten in with a psychiatrist And in his practice, they referred me to a psychologist because I wanted to get the full testing done. And I went in being like, because I had been in a psychiatric stay prior where the conversation of MDD finally came up and certain things had come up that route. And
There's a lot going
wow,
on.
there is a lot of people in here. I had no idea. Oh my God. Whoa. I need to stop looking at the screen. Sorry. What was I saying? Psychiatric. But yeah, so I went into the psychologist's conversation knowing that I had PTSD, that I had MDD/PDD, because MDD is, I think, the
Major depressive disorder, is that it?
depressive disorder and the persistent
I'm learning, chat.
depressive disorder are essentially the same disorder, just different time. I think the major depressive disorder and the persistent depressive disorder are essentially
Major depressive disorder and persistent depressive disorder, is that the other one? PDD?
the same disorder, just different time length.
Sky, good to see you, honey. What made you mad about it? Tell me, in depth.
So like, I think it's like 6 months is considered, because like MDD can be something that's diagnosed on a more like specific instance basis, you know?
Right.
And persistent depressive disorder can be something that goes on for years and years and years, right?
Right, persistent, it's in the name. Major means what?
But
A lot? Big? Huge? Massive? Major?
yeah, so the MDD, PDD, PTSD, ADHD, and then the only one that I didn't get confirmed as a diagnosis was the autism. And I knew that I was going to see a
I'm sorry, did you say ADHD or ADD?
and
Saying too many words, letters, you know.
yeah, so the MDD, PDD, PTSD, ADHD.
Oh, PTSD, sorry, not ADHD.
And then the only one that I didn't get confirmed as a diagnosis was the autism. And I knew that I was going to see a psychologist that did not specialize in adults with autism, because if you're educated on this topic at all, which a lot of people just aren't, and that's fine, and you know, it is what it is.
Me, I'm not. I just listened to a whole bunch of YouTubers who explained it really poorly and confusingly.
But people who've gone through this experience, it is well known that like people get, as adults, do not get the same treatment or understanding versus like if you're going in as a child to get diagnosed. It's just kind of like the way the system is set up within American healthcare. And
Right.
many people have been told something similar to what I was told, which is what I thought was so crazy, because this is what I said in the video why I was so frustrated. Was she didn't say that like you're definitely not autistic. She said you probably are autistic, but you're not autistic enough for me to diagnose you, so come back in 6 months. Which I'm still furious about, because like of course I'm not going to come back to you.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
That just feels like you're trying to get more money out of me. And it was a disgusting lack of care, in my opinion. And so when I realized I was autistic, I think for a while I did use the term self-diagnosis. I prefer to use the term self-determined because I am not a doctor, so I can't
Sure, girl.
diagnose anything. I prefer to say self-determined. I decide.
Yeah, was it the doctor not agreeing with your self-diagnosis, or like... Because again, isn't it one of those things where you can't necessarily just like sit someone down and be like, right, no, we've got the diagnosis now. Like, don't you have to go through therapies and tests, and like, it takes time. It's not like I can't just go and plop my butt down with a doctor right now and be like, I have this, tell me I've got it. Like, they got a test.
I was reading a bunch of research, and I had realized that one of the key things that I could do to like do a lot of inner work and healing with my inner child stuff, and
like, you can sit there and think you've got a thing for the longest of times, but again, healthcare professionals, like, that's... And also, like, maybe I get it, it's probably hard to find someone who specializes in adult autism at this or any point in time. I totally understand, but like that story doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
and just like trauma work was something called reparentification, which is essentially the concept of reparenting yourself in...
I'm sorry, what the actual fuck did we get into? What is this? What is this? What is this?
I had realized that one of the key things that I could do to like do a lot of inner work and healing with my inner child stuff, and just like trauma work was something called reparentification, which is essentially the concept of reparenting yourself.
What is this?
In different
Let's go back to Dino Nuggies. Yes, let's.
aspects of
Bring the snacks back.
your life. And So when I mentioned, I think yesterday, when I had researched parenting styles, and I was like, I realized I said it, I was like, well, shit, because I didn't want to go more in depth because I didn't want to explain this part. I researched different parenting styles because I was researching reparentification, and I did a bunch of different things, and I don't even know if I want to get fully into detail because again, it's like it was really personal to me, and it was
You're telling stories now.
something that really helped me in the recovery process from the significant trauma I experienced in 2019 and 2020, and I ended up what was the point I was trying to make? I ended up
Reparenting.
using those techniques through basically like those different those different parenting styles as if treating myself like I'm autistic, and just allowing myself the space to like try to learn and understand how to unmask and do all these different things. And I can't even begin to tell you how much my life improved, how much more comfortable in my skin I got, how it was really interesting because at the same time, like,
Nikki, I'm very confused today.
it was part of the reason that like my relationship ended up dissolving, because I wasn't fully myself for the majority of my relationship because I didn't know how to be myself. And when I moved back in with him and I was just starting to like act like me,
The one with the hole in the floor, Sky.
he wasn't having that. So, I say all of that to say, oh wow, I achieved my goal. Oh my god, holy shit. Well, now I gotta do 50 laps, but
Calm down, chat. It's not happening today.
okay.
Hey, Oceana, good to see you. Look.
I will rewatch this replay and read all the chat later. I'm a little overwhelmed.
Was there a point to that? I don't know, outside of her saying that she's self-directed autistic or whatever phrase she was using. And then we learnt about reparenting, and then all I could think about was swaddling. Do you guys remember swaddling? I feel like that was like a therapeutic act at some point in time, like wrapping yourself up in a swaddle. I don't know, but it sounds like it is.
Did someone send over their audience? Thank you for all the support.
Oh gosh, she's in tears now.
Is Nonsense a creator?
Lottie, or the next date. Yeah. So Rosie, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Hi, my name's Rosie. I reparented my inner child recently. Tell us more.
Thank you. I'm sorry for crying. So this topic is very sensitive to me.
One. Taser, thank you for the super chat, honey. Taser says that she's saying exactly what happened to me. I had to learn to unmask my autistic traits to get a diagnosis and look in myself to see traits I had as a kid, like being nonverbal. She's being sincere. You think so, Tasia? That's fair. That's valid. Thank you for the super chat, honey. I appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Amanda, thank you so much for the super chat.
I just have such a cynical mindset when it comes to social media and mental health. And that's terrible because, again, I'm not meaning to stigmatize or make anybody feel any certain way about it. But, like, just the amount of content and money wrapped up in all of that, it's really hard not to be cynical. You know? But anyway, thank you for the super chat, love.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm really overwhelmed. Hold on, let me scroll. I can't even see all the super chats. Holy shit. Your story is... What is happening?
So apparently she got raided, or someone's audience went over and decided to say hi, and then she met her goal for the super chat, so now she has to do 50 laps, which, you know, I'd probably feel the same at the moment. And then she got a whole heap of members. She acting like she won the Academy Award. Oh no, Max is dead.
Oh.
It's giving actress. Oh, Lottie, thank you, hun. We've got more Rosie lore.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here.
We'll watch that. Yeah.
I'm so overwhelmed from all the love, and I've never had a live like this. I don't know who Nonsense is. I will be looking you up later and thanking you for doing this. The super chats are insane, and I wish I had been paying attention so I could have read them. I'm normally very, very, very interactive with my chat. I promised I'm gonna do the lap, so
not today.
I guess I don't have to do it this stream, but they will happen. Wow. Nonsense is here in the chat. Okay, there's been multiple members joining as well. Hello, thank you so much for joining as memberships. Lulu, thank you for the super chat, love. Oh my god. I'm shook. I'm supposed to be doing a Q&A right now. Wow, thank you guys so much for being here. I will be looking up Nonsense later. She explained, okay, let me see. When did she super chat? Oh, here. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know how to like...
I'm getting into Blair Witch territory here.
Oh, let me put it on just super chats. Okay, let me scroll up. Okay, I put it on just super chats so I can't see the chat right now. Okay, it's not letting me scroll all the
Not the acceptance speech.
way up because there's so many. Oh my god. Here we go. Nonsense. Didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry, I was ending a stream and loved you were enjoying your pool. No, thank you so much, Nonsense. I will look up your channel later. Thank you. Wow. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Okay, wow. I just want to thank everybody that's super chatted. I'm sorry. I'm normally extremely like honed in on super chats and interactive. I was just sharing something really personal because I've been doing a Q&A today. And this was emotional whiplash. So, okay. Yeah, we were having a conversation about like some serious stuff and someone asked a really personal question. And yeah.
Rancid, that's valid.
I'll leave it at that.
Valid.
I feel like I kind of covered most of what I wanted to say. I think there's more I could say for sure, but wow. Thank you guys so much.
And it comes back to the same like argument about what's the thing Ambi always says? Reason versus excuse. That's it.
Wow. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, your community's been so lovely. I couldn't think of a better time for support to be like coming in like that. Thank you so much. Wow. I'm blown away. Thank you so much. Thank you, Clue. Thank you, everybody. It's just overwhelmed. What's your favorite song right now since this is a Q&A? I really love Alternative by Rory. She's like someone like in her mid-30s that launched into like her dream career of making music, and she talks about like having ADHD and stuff. And Alternative is about, you know, if she was in an alternate universe where certain things hadn't have happened. And so yeah, Alternative, and like Rory it's spelled R-O-Y or R-O-R-Y, but like when she has her name logo and stuff, there's like a slash through the O. She's so cool. She's also got a song called I think it's called Uncomplicated. It's kind of like a play on Complicated by Avril Lavigne. She kind of has that vibe. Yeah, thank you so much, Nonsense. Thank you guys. And mods, I know that was probably a lot for y'all too, but
handle it.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it so much. So are Clue and Earthy also creators? Thank you for taking me out of timeout. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I get a lot of hate, so my mods are very protective and they just try to like, you know, I don't think we knew what was happening, so yeah, I'm sorry about that. Wow, that's not something like that's never happened to me before. That was amazing. Thank you so much. This is a fun question.
Disability. Yes, she is talking about Rory. I was gonna ask, should I listen?
If you could show someone from the 1800s a modern day item, what item would it be? Oh, if y'all have an answer for that one, you can put it in the chat too.
Wait, what was the question? Sorry.
This is a fun question. If you could show someone from the 1800s a modern day item, what item would it be?
Ooh. The mushroom that makes penicillin.
Oh, if y'all have an answer for that one, you can put it in the chat too. If you could show someone from the 1800s a modern day item, what would it be?
A jockstrap. One, really?
Oh, like, imagine showing them like an iPhone, trying to get them to understand an iPhone. It would just be like a magic box to them. And yeah, I can't see gifted memberships in horizontal mode. Can someone tell me who gifted them and how many?
All of which I love.
Taylor. A microwave. Ooh, that's a good answer. My first, my Dyson air
Oh, Sky, do you know who they are? Oh.
blower. That's funny. I like
I'm unaware.
that.
You know me. Captain Unaware.
Cram is also a creator. We all came in peace. Saw your rich girl pool. Hi, Andrew. Thank you, Joanne. Plumbing. Oh, yeah. That'd be a good one. Ooh, air conditioning. Yeah, there's a lot of good answers in the chat for that one. My first thought was iPhone. I feel like that's like an easy. I just show your stream. A weed vape. Oh, God. Andrew was just someone in the chat. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Hello. Thank you to everybody who's like subscribing from this and like all the super chats. Oh my God. Thank you so much for that. I can't thank you enough. I feel really guilty that I didn't give everybody their individual attention. I feel very guilty about that. When
All right, she's riding the super chat high.
I'm like doing a Q&A or something where I'm like needing to stay on track because of the ADHD of it all. I just like to not look at the chat because I'm going to ping pong and forget what I'm saying. You got a rich girl tub? Ooh, nice. Yeah, I just got a standing shower. But I have a pool, so I'm very blessed for that.
Oh, I thought she was referring to the pool as a standing shower. Sorry.
I hope I can find your channel later. 20 gifted memberships? Holy shit! What? Again, when I'm in horizontal, it doesn't tell me. It's super annoying. Amy C just sent 20 memberships. I'm about to pass out.
Not in the pool, Rosie.
What? Well, we'll definitely do members only live soon.
She's jazzed.
Nonsense, please do a dual stream with her. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll check out your stuff. Her channel is nonsense on the web. Okay. My email is curricularose nonsense. If you want to email me like in your YouTube link and stuff, I'll definitely still look you up see if I can find you. But yeah, I'd love to get to know. I don't know you obviously, but I'd love to know you.
Why has it always got to be parasocial?
Wow. My audio is in and out. Okay, hopefully that'll help it. Okay.
Also, what are we doing in Vegas?
Hopefully that'll help it. Sorry for the delay. Okay, next question. Ramona. Hi, Ramona. I don't know if you're here right now. But hey, girl, how do you feel do you feel confident in your body? That's something I struggle with. My answer to that is yes. Because like ultimately for me, I do separate the conversation of like body image and like how I view the aesthetic of myself versus like health. Those are two separate conversations for me. So if we're setting that conversation aside and talking specifically about like looks and relationship to said body, I believe that everybody deserves the right to love themselves. I think that the world would be a better place. Thank you so much for joining as a member, Cramit. I feel like the world would be a better place if everyone loved themselves. Oh my God, someone else gifted more memberships. Thank you so much. 10 more gifted memberships. Holy crap. What is happening? Wow. Saint Alma gifted. Wow. What is happening? Crazy in the best way, Pujita. I'm losing my mind.
Uh-huh.
I can't thank you enough. Like, nonsense. I don't know how you found me or what made you decide to do this, but I cannot thank you enough. Yeah, mods, right now, unless someone is like spamming in a rude way or spamming incessantly, like hi, things like that, try not to hide them. Only like hide out people if they're being nasty or mean. I'm not seeing any negative comments right now. Cindy, thank you so much for becoming a member. Ugh. Pistol, here's some wild potty mouth motherfuckers with great big hearts. Hey, join the club, besties. Yeah, it was meant to be. Wow. Okay. So I want to answer this question, so I have to look away from the chat for a second. So I missed so many super chats because I wasn't even looking at my screen. I thought I was just talking
Girlie, please answer the question.
to my like 200 people, you know? Like, I had no idea.
So from Queen moment.
You guys came in during like a very heartfelt moment. So, wow, that was nuts.
Oh, you like me.
Body image. So for me, I really struggled like most of my life with like complete worthlessness, like when I was a child. And then as I grew older and I came online and, you know, a big part of my story, I ultimately don't really participate in like, you know, the body positivity stuff anymore for my own reasons. But joining that side of the internet made me, you know, meet a bunch of different people and learn how to love myself and, you know, realize that seeing like the good parts of yourself is something that you can, I think it can be a choice to put in the work to view yourself in a better light and understand that you deserve to be your own friend. And because at the end of the day, the one person that you really have is yourself. So, Star Mama got a membership.
And you've only got one meat wagon, so you should treat it with respect. Yeah. This topic of conversation comes up all the time, and I am just I'm so over, like, people not being able to say, like, if you're overweight and you want to lose weight to feel healthier, be healthier, and, like, feel like you look better and help your self-esteem, that's okay. Like, it's okay. It's the same the other way as well. If you want to go to the gym and lift heavy things and fill out a t-shirt more, that's okay. If you want to eat more to get bigger, that's okay. All of these things are okay. I hate this, like, pussyfooting around the entire conversation. It just irritates me so much as someone who was so much bigger and felt so much worse about themselves. Like, it's really okay to, like, actively do things to change the way that you look and feel if it makes you happy and it's safe. It's really okay. It's encouraged almost.
That's what's up.
Like, and it's not a moral failing, and it's not, like, an ethical question, and it's not, like, sometimes it's hard relationships with food and other times it's not. That's all a very personal thing. But I think it's absolutely redundant and ridiculous, and I've always had that fucking issue with the, like, healthy at every size and body positivity, like, arguments of, no, you're not allowed to lose weight, no, you're not allowed to gain weight, no, you're not allowed to do this, that, or the other because you're folding into the whim of the patriarchy or fast fashion or pharmaceutical. Like, go, whatever. I want to do what I want to do. Leave me alone. Like, I want to go lift up heavy things and, like, look snatched. I'm not doing it for anyone else but me. Like, you keep to yourself over there.
I almost, like, don't even know how to do the Q&A right now. I'm so, like... I'm just kind of like, what's happening? Wow. Thank you, Clue. Because you're a creator as well, right? White and Nerdy just sent a gift membership. Thank you, White and Nerdy. Love the username.
Yeah, self-improvement is a good thing. And you improving yourself is not taking a shit on anybody else's gurney. Like, that's on them. They can do what they want.
It's getting white and nerdy.
That whole argument never made sense either, because then you've got people who are, like, body positivity, healthy at every size, arguing that you shouldn't change yourself, but you should love yourself the way that you are. Like, okay, girl, like, you take that advice and keep it. Thank you.
Thank you guys for telling me when people give memberships, because YouTube doesn't want me to know.
Like, and I feel like it sounds like such a dirty thing to say, like, I found so much more self-esteem when I, like, started to get back on track, because I realized that I was most likely depressed and extremely unhappy when I was at my heaviest. That shouldn't be a controversial thing to say. That is a personal journey. Oh, you know I'm serious. I said journey is journey. Never happens.
If you could be an animal, if you could be an animal, what would you be? A cat. I know that's, like, such a cop-out answer, but it's so true. But, you know, for years, yeah, new name. I really can't believe it. I'm so thankful.
Graveyard.
Totally meant to have Islanders. I love Weird Al. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, my name is Rosie. So my username is Quirky Love Rose, and there's 2 E's. So people will call me Rosie IE, which is my name, or Rosie with 2 E's because of my username. I answer to both. But yeah. I do cuss like a sailor too sometimes. So apparently I think that's a good thing with you guys. I love cats. But when I was a kid, I used to say my favorite animal was a snow leopard. And I don't remember why I picked a snow leopard. I think it was just like I was a kid and I saw them in a book and I was like, oh, snow leopard. They're white and pretty and they're giant cats. I honestly think them basically being a big ass cat was one of my favorite things about them.
Rancid, valid. I see
you
that.
love F-bombs? Fuck yeah, me too. Yeah, so I tried door dashing. It's been months. I tried door dashing, and my second day, I had parked on the street because there was nowhere to park, and I was out of my van for about like 60 seconds, and I was door dashing alcohol from 7-Eleven to this guy. As I was handing him the stuff, this guy who was on his phone just slammed into the back of my car because he wasn't looking, and was just driving along. Wait,
were you parked in the middle of the road or, like, on the shoulder? Because you've told that story different ways, different times.
So someone else gets 5 more memberships. Thank you so much, and Yanka. And Yanka, thank you so much. We will be doing a members live very soon. Trust me, if not tomorrow. Like, I want to make some. Okay, so my brother did his own grocery haul last night because my normal content is cooking lives and this stuff, like being in the pool. I also do get ready with me content sometimes.
And cooking streams.
I tell story times. I'm a little kooky. I do cuss. I have a pretty.
Excuse me, corky.
Pretty interesting internet history. There's a lot here. There's a lot happening. Turn on notifications when you sub up. Thank you, Rhonda. So is Earthy? Are you one of the other creators too? It was Nonsense, Clue, and Earthy. Well, I've told a lot of my story times. And I do, like, when I remember stories, I try to tell them in lives and stuff. But yeah, I mean, my content initially did start with like being on a health journey and stuff. I haven't really been on one this past year. You are a creator, hun? Yes. Okay. Thank you, Earthy.
There's a high-pitched squeal in the back of her audio that I'm not appreciating.
Did you guys just like find me on like the YouTube page or what? What happened here? I cook a lot. We all run around together. We're actually creators who get along. Oh, awesome. Kramit is a rock star. Nonsense found me. Okay. Cool. I do have a lot of people on the internet that don't like me, so I don't know how they're gonna respond to this. Because there's some people that like react to my content and are very not nice about it.
I don't try to not be nice.
And there's been
moderate, I would say.
And some really nasty, untrue things said about me too. So could not like you. A lot of people, unfortunately. But that's just the internet. And there's a redirect function for YouTube? The haters can fuck off, yeah. That's every creator, that's true. Yeah. It's okay, our creators have haters too. Well, yeah, like Clue, Earthy, I think, did you guys say Kramit was a creator? Like, if any of you guys want to email me, my email is QuirkyLoveRose, especially if you just want to, like, give me the link so I can check everybody out after this live. You guys did me such a huge favor. Wow, I'm just blown away. Let me see. But yeah. Kramit is a rock star. And Kramit's one of the other creators too. Do you put the cereal in before or after the milk?
Oh yeah, Joan. That's why. Sorry. Hi, Joan. Or is it Joanne? No, it's Joanna. Sorry, Joanna. Hi, Joanna. Yeah, that's the reason why all of her portrait live streams get so many views. If you go through her lives, you can see they've got like tens, if not hundreds of thousands, and this Q&A probably won't break 5. The reason for that is because in portrait mode, it falls into shorts and also is pushed towards audiences under 18. And Rosie, for some reason, doesn't want to fix that, even though in Rosie's channel description, it says 18 plus content, which is kind of weird, wouldn't you say? Anyway, I hope you're having a good day, Joanna.
Before the milk, I'm not a heathen. It doesn't matter what other people say. It is what you make yourself and what you live yourself exactly. Would you go back to school for like a cert at a community college or something if it was free? Absolutely. I don't even need to expand on that. Absolutely.
Did I explain that clearly, chat? Do I need to do it again?
If I could go to school and like... I have... Wait, after what?
Sky, I saw you fighting.
I missed something. Before or after what?
Explain it in Fortnite terms.
Oh, we're talking cereals. Duh, okay.
I don't play Fortnite.
I actually found you through ZM. While I don't agree with everything I've seen, if it's true, I think your vibes are good and your lives are fun for me. Well, thank you, August. That's right, I was talking about cereal. I love how, like, while I'm talking about something, I forget what I'm talking about. I do that way too often. All right. This one person left, like, a series of comments. I already answered a couple of those. Do you drink leftover milk? No. I actually, okay, here's the thing. For, like, most of my life, I
Do you drink leftover milk? What type of Q&A is this?
did no milk in my cereal. Oh, Clue also has a rich girl pool? Ooh, we could do, like, a dual pool situation. That'd be fun. Yeah, I also have a problem with interrupting people. It's awful. I hate it. Thank you, Christine. Yeah. So yeah, I had this thing like when...
Yeah, Barbie, the words were, unless I see a police report, I'm not believing the allegations. Kind of, sort of verbatim. Yeah.
I was a kid, like, if I drank milk, I would immediately, like, it back up. To the point that, like, I have a metaphobia. Like, I'm terrified of... I don't even want to say the word. And so, now when I eat cereal with milk, I do it a very specific way. And I use a very small amount of milk. So by the time I'm done eating, if there's even any milk in the bowl, it's like a couple tablespoons. Because I don't play. Earthy's in the chat? Yes.
Oh, that's right. She did want to talk to the victim. Yeah. Yeah, she just wanted to have a conversation. It doesn't sound unhinged or anything. But Nutty Jeff is no more. I wonder how Nutty Jess is.
I'm missing a lot. I'm sorry. I try my
Okay,
best to
Lonnie,
like
that
really
makes
keep up
more
with the
sense.
chat, but I do miss stuff, so I'm not trying to offend anybody. Your daughter is the same, Christine? Yeah. Thank you, Amy. Thank you guys so much for just all the support. And I will literally watch the replay just to make sure that I take in all the super chats and chats while I was talking that I missed, because I want to experience that. And I want to make sure that I give it the attention it deserves. We don't get offended easily. That's good. But yeah, so I want to cook some bacon, like just to like have some bacon made up. And I want to make a homemade gravy because I was trying to say this earlier. Yesterday, my brother, like, I asked him, I was like, hey, can you pick up some chicken nuggets? Like, he would get the normal red bag that he got for himself. But he decided to get me dino nuggies, which I thought was kind of cute and sweet. And I was like, and he literally was like, it's for the content. I was like, that's so like sweet and supportive. Thank you so much. I live with my brother, like we're roommates. And
You're leaving the part out of the story where you ripped into him because it cost more per pound or whatever it was. But okay, tell the stories you want to tell.
And so then someone suggested the idea of
Good luck,
making the
Sky.
mashed potato volcano with gravy. And so I want to make a homemade gravy.
Oh.
And I've got chicken broth left over from when I made the wonton soup. There's like a lot of chicken broth left, like way too much. So I can use that plus the bacon fat to make a homemade gravy.
Ooh. Delicious.
And my son is autistic and he loves bacon, but no other meat right now. He's 5. Well, hey, at least he loves something with protein. Sometimes it's like with people with food sensitivities, they won't eat any meat. So, but so as I was saying, I want to try. I need to see if I have any frozen broccoli. Otherwise, excuse me, I might have my brother pick up a head of broccoli. Because he'll be. Oh no. He took time off. He's not going back out for a while. He likes to take like random little staycations. Like he uses his time off just to like go play like Pokemon Go and vibe. Because he keeps to himself. He's just kind of like, he's that kind of dude. So, actually, probably not. Well, anyway, point is.
Don't put lemonade in the broth.
I hope I have frozen broccoli, like regular frozen broccoli.
Southern, she's on 1.5 times speed.
Because I know I've got like a broccoli bake, which has like a cheese sauce. I've been saving that for the next time I make Alfredo. Clue is a shut-in? Huh? I think you can become a member if you go to her channel description. Yes, I do have it linked in my channel description. I love peanut butter. Yes, I'm a peanut butter eater. I love Propel. Clue's a badass. Hell yeah. I really hope some of y'all reach out to me by email so I can make sure I find the right channels after the fact. Because when I watch my chat replay, I don't know if it's because I'm on a tablet when I do it, if I need to get on my computer. But when I can't like click through the name. So August, those broccolis were like broccolis cut up really like small. They wouldn't work as broccoli trees. And I did something stupid. And I'm so mad about it. Because I remember to put
Leonie, nice.
everything else away.
Oh no, it is gonna be Velveeta cheese sauce.
And
560.
I left the broccoli out overnight. And it was in the container that had the salmon cakes. No way in hell. Oh, okay, then I'll do the replay on my laptop so I can click on everybody's channels to make sure I
Rosie, honey, please just
find everybody. And
it's either broccoli or YouTube channel.
subscribe.
Either or.
But oh yeah, can one of the mods post my email in the chat?
Mods, get
It's
on
my
it.
username, quirkyloverose@gmail.com.
Get to.
I threw it all. I threw it out. Yeah, I had to throw away the broccoli because I wasn't gonna eat it. Like I wasn't gonna, because it was in the same container, and also it was broccoli that sat out overnight. And I was like, come on, damn it! I actually really liked it. It came out good. I used Creole seasoning on it and oil. Like it was.
I don't think she was that into it because she tried it the day after yesterday when she made the salmon burgers and she was not about it.
Good broccoli.
Go, you can just say you threw it out because you didn't want the leftovers. It's okay.
Mad. I loved rewatching your reaction in the last live when Levi made a sandwich with those dessert biscuits and the salmon patties, bro. I'm scarred. So no, it needs one more E, Joanna. So it's Quirky Love Rose with 2 E's. That's my username. So I'll pin the correct, if you can retype it, and I'll pin that. I am on TikTok. I don't really post on there very heavily. When in doubt, throw it out. Exactly. What's your favorite meal to make? I love to make like a good steak dinner. I have absolutely no clue. I ended up here. I legit just turned on YouTube and I'm in the chat. What's up, Katie?
Chat, can I be controversial and brave? I don't normally talk a lot about my health stuff, right? Because there's really not that much interesting. Do you want to know what I was told this week? I have like cusp low iron.
Here we go. Thank you, Christine.
Super interesting.
Oh, it's not letting me pin.
It's not like low, but it's a couple of points off from being low. It's really, I'm going to have to do it. Do you know what? I'm going to have to do my own QnA. I'm going to have to do like like come low iron with me stream or something, ask for super chats, you know.
I hate YouTube.
Whole kit and caboodle.
Okay, so Christine just put my email in the chat, everybody that wants my email. And Joanna did as well. So now's the time to
Play some sad music on in the background.
screenshot it because it's not going to let me pin it. Ugh, that's so annoying. Okay.
Good job catching it though. Thank you.
Okay. So, and so since we did meet the super chat goal.
Yeah, I don't eat a lot of red meat, so I need to, like, just do that. But I eat so many beans.
What time is it? We're an hour and a half in. I
Thoughts, not thoughts and prayers.
will be, what day? What's today, Sunday? Like, depending on weather, let's plan like on like a Wednesday pool live, and I'll do the 50 laps then. Because if I set a goal, I will do it. Even if it's not on the same live, like we did the goal for the Q&A. I set the goal a little higher this time because I was like, if I'm gonna swim 50 laps.
Wow, one. Nice.
we gonna up the goal, up the ante a little than I did for the Q&A.
Do you guys think cast iron and spinach, is that the go? Do I just have to eat like wilted spinach? I don't really like spinach. Not that I don't like it, but it's just like, it goes bad so quickly.
So, but yeah. Next time I'll set the, we'll see how the 50 laps go.
Bam, I was reading about that. Apparently tea, coffee, possibly caffeine, and dairy stop decrease iron absorption, whereas vitamin C and B12 assist with it. So it turns out like my favorite beverage being Monster might have some detrimental effects to my iron intake. That's just me putting some quick math together, but yeah. No more tea, no more coffee, limited dairy. I'm already on limited dairy because of diet, but you know. Become a vampire. That is also an option. Punched, yes.
and next time I'll up the ante if I can. I didn't. Yeah, you know you're right, Rocky girl. You didn't just meet the super chat goal. You blew it out of the water. That is very true. When I've done 100 before, but I was in better active shape then. Comparative to now, I should say.
Oh, lentils are great for iron. I already eat so many beans though. Like.
Okay, so let's get back to questions. How many more left? Someone did ask why I don't post on YouTube Shorts anymore. I remember I posted like some randomly, but I just don't love short form content. Short form content. Thank you, Little Ranchet. I know you guys are saying I don't have to, but I'm a woman of my word. Hi, Demery. I want to.
Coffee and tea can significantly reduce the body's ability to absorb iron, though it's due to the polyphenols, like tannins in these beverages, rather than the caffeine itself. Oh, okay, so it's not caffeine. Chat, stand down. I can still drink Monster. It's okay. It's all good.
Swim 50 laps. I love swimming. Yeah, I mean, it'll be fun. It'll be cute.
To avoid inhibiting non-heme iron absorption from plant-based foods, it's best to consume coffee or tea at least 1 hour before or after an iron-rich meal. Oh, God. I'm just going to have a steak.
Be fresh. You have a wonderful heart.
I'm going to do a steak fundraiser a la foodie.
Do not let haters get to you. Laugh at them, continue being you. Never let them win, okay? Thank you, Earthy. Thank you guys so much. I'm so, like, I'm flustered. I need to try making more short form content. I just get, like, I don't know, I get in my head about it. Makes me anxious. I don't know. I don't get it. Oh, someone asked me here why I don't recycle.
Ooh, a pate. I could do a pate.
I live in Florida. Do you know how difficult they make recycling here? No. Honest to God. It's like costs money. Oh. Like, it's awful. This is the best live I've seen from Rosie. So
rip the turtles in Florida, I suppose.
Much love and support, right? Yes, I'm so glad not to help you guys find me too. I can't wait to like look into you guys more and see what your content's about. Wow, the vibes are immaculate.
Do I know how much in Super Chat she got in this stream? She got at least $50 because that was the goal she had, and then a whole heap of memberships as well.
Yeah, like I live in Florida. They want the environment to burn and die here. Like, you know, I can't help it. Like, oh, I wish recycling was something that was like more accessible. But it's just not.
Lily, thank you for the iron fund.
Ooh, so okay. Funny. What do you think people misunderstand the most about you, and what's something you wish people knew about you without you having to explain it?
Oh, they make you pay for the recycling bin, Sky. Oh, not the actual act of recycling, just like the council bin. Ah.
Oh, what do you think people misunderstand the most about you? That the people that think I'm a liar, when like I'm not.
I mean, listening to some of the stories that she's been retelling through all of this, she has a biased storytelling style.
Like, I'm just not.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm actually a very like honest, loyal, upfront, like direct
Sabby, thank you for the super chat, honey. Sabby says emotional support steak.
person. And thank you for saying I have a cute laugh and great eyebrows. That's very nice. Thank you both.
Thanks, love.
And I think the biggest one for me is the people that think I have malicious intent.
Nikki says, Pulpy, avoid carbonated drinks. Girl, that's half my life.
About anything, because I don't. People that think I'm some calculated mastermind trying to like scam people because I'm just like sharing things about my life sometimes, and people will send support in super chats, and that's me manipulating people. And it's just people like just twisting things and twisting.
I think you're manipulating the algorithm with your like portrait live stream BS.
The intention behind like ultimately what I'm actually trying to do. Like just that like people will think like
oh really, Annie? Interesting.
A great example is like, you know, when I'm like bearing my soul and I'm being honest and I'm sharing how I feel about something, people will say I'm being fake when it's like I'm actually being the most like authentic, honest version of myself, and I'm getting emotional because it's something very personal and it's something very hard to talk about. Like that's like something that, you know, genuinely I think bugs me a little because I know how honest and real that is for me. So Bitter, to answer your question, I go live almost every day. I will sometimes randomly take a break, but I generally go live at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And then like, especially like if I'm like really overwhelmed by the hate online, or like I've got stuff going on, or I've just been like going live.
Is this iron diagnosis an elaborate scam to go to Denny's?
Day after day after day. Or, you know, because I do cook a lot, so sometimes I'm like, I have all these leftovers and I really shouldn't cook anything new. So I'm just not going to cook today, and I'll just eat leftovers and take a break, you know?
You got me. Graveyard, thank you for the super chat, HUD. Graveyard says, pure dark chocolate and red wine are also rich in iron. Just saying. Oh, really? But don't the tannins offset it? Because it was just saying that the tannins in coffee and tea offset iron absorption. So it still work with red wine, though? So that's got tannins in it, right? Same as coffee. Or are they different? Thank you for the super chat, hun. That's going to the emotional support steak fund.
Thank you to whoever gifted 5 more memberships. I'm sorry YouTube doesn't tell me. Thank you, Clue. I have haters, gotta turn them into appreciators.
Oh, does Vegemite have iron? It does, doesn't
some of my haters are my biggest fans. Truly. They know more about me than like a lot of my like supporters do. Because they are clocked in every...
Vegemite contains non-heme iron, a form of iron from plant sources that the body absorbs less efficiently than iron from animal sources. Oh. Okay, but I could eat more Vegemite.
They like it's their full-time job, you know? What's something you wish people just knew about you without you having to explain it?
Iron Gate.
I think that like that I am someone with good intentions. That like I'm not here to try to like get anything. Cindy gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Cindy. That I'm not trying to like get anybody to like in any kind of way. Spooky, you're from Tampa too? Cool. Yeah, I'm in like northern Tampa. I don't say specifically where I'm at. I'm like in the outskirts of Tampa Bay. Yeah, I'm not in Tampa, but I just say Tampa because it's...
I mean, I've got multivites. That's a start.
Close to where I live. Trust me, know someone that lies and grifts. The reaction to your full chat super chats was honest and pure. You're adorable. Thank you, Rocky.
Or should I just get like an iron supplement? I should probably talk to my doctor.
That's so nice. That's so nice. What is happening?
Did the diagnosis involve a quiz? If by quiz you mean a needle in my arm, yes. Toa, thank you for the super chat, honey. I appreciate it. Toa says, Iron Fund. Get that steak. Thanks, love. I will.
I can't believe it.
Thank you all so much. You don't have to do this, by the way, but I appreciate the bit. Anna, thank you for the super chat. Anna says, steak is expensive in Australia. It really is compared to like chicken. Oh my God. Get yourself a lovely eye fillet or Scotch fillet. None of this rump shite. I mean, yeah, I can't cook rump right. I can't. I don't have the patience for it. It needs to marinate and then like either slow cook or whatever. I just don't. But a Scotch, I could do a Scotch. But also calorie deficit, so I've got to cut off the fat caps. And then it feels so expensive. Anyway, thank you, Anna. I appreciate it, love.
Anyway, I'm called a hater all the time, but I'm literally fucking delightful. That's me in a sentence. I feel like I just found my people. I'm excited. This is so cool. Your intention.
Mince we could do. Yeah, I guess so. I'm not mad at mince. I always run out of ideas for mince because I don't like to default to like cottage pie, you know?
Florida, that's cool.
What was the last thing I made with mince? I made meatballs and I made something else.
Yeah, grifting is not. No. The blessings will come when they're meant to. I don't need to force their hand. I don't think so at all.
Josie, thank you for the super chat. Love Josie says, my contribution to the steak and broccoli.
People will accuse me of dry
Thank you, honey.
begging because I like say I like will share like I'm honestly struggling in a certain way. Like I'll be honest about something I'm experiencing, and they're like, "Oh, she's dry begging." I'm like, "No, I'm just saying what's happening in my life." You know, it's just I'm starting to panic. I'm on my last bag of candy corn. Oh, I'm the wrong girl to talk to on that one. You can't dry beg in a pool. There's a lot of Florida people. Some people should be as authentic as you. Thank you so much, Crimson Tide, for the super chat. When this is done, I'm gonna play back the live, and like make sure I like read all the super chats. I just want everyone to know that the super chat that I will read.
Oh,
what you
thanks,
said,
honey. Appreciate it.
I'm not on a computer, so I'm in the pool, so I can't like go and. I'm sorry. I shouldn't keep apologizing. I just feel guilty. What snack were they talking about? Last bag of what? Huh? I like Nerds gummy clusters. I didn't even touch my cream cheese and crackers. Hold up. You honestly seem authentic. That was my first impression. Thank
Wait, that cream cheese has been out for like 2 hours.
you so much. Yeah.
Oh, not room temp cream cheese.
Came in around. Oh, yeah, you guys came in like the timing of you guys coming in was crazy. I was sharing something really deeply personal. You're apologizing
Sunshine, she got raided and got a whole heap of support.
for apologizing. Oh, well, I do that. Yeah. Yeah. Halloween is coming up. Come join in the Discord too. Okay, I have the Discord. If someone wants to email me the link, please do. Foxy Roxy. I need to get better emojis. I hate those emojis. I don't know how to make them. If any of you guys know how to do like how to get emojis made and all that, please help a girl out.
Go, you can make them yourself. I did.
Joanna asked, "Who's your favorite mod?" And I can't pick a favorite. That's not fair. That's like asking me who my favorite child is. I don't have a child, but I don't think you can drop links in the. You can help me with emojis. Clue, please email me. I'm begging you. Oh my god.
Oh my god, this conversation has been going around in circles. Chat and I have had an entire conversation about iron deficiency in the amount of time it's gone around Rosie trying to get this fucking person to email her.
But yeah, Nerds gummy clusters are the best form of nerds. I'm 33. I'm turning 34 in November. I'm really excited because because obviously my birthday.
Ever After, thank you for the super chat, honey. Ever After says, I'm on iron supplements. Here's your iron fund.
In November, and then I have
Pulpy's iron fund.
Christmas in December. So I'm planning on getting a PO box at the end of October. Clue is the help channel. Thank you, Britt, for the super.
Look, to be fair, my doctor didn't say I needed an iron supplement, but I do have a test in like 3 or 4 weeks to follow up. So hopefully we can bump those numbers.
Chat. I'm Canadian, and all I do is apologize.
Foodie should grift for iron supplements.
I want some emojis. They are expensive. That's why I especially because like if I'm not actively receiving stuff like throughout the year, I'm not gonna pay for it. But last year I got one around the same months, and so I'm planning to get one at the end of October. So I'll have it in November and December, and then I might pay for like another 3 months after that.
Cindy, thank you for the super chat. I mean, I agree. I'm struggling to. And I know not everybody's here for the crossword with Foodie. I get that. But, like, man, if I don't have something to entertain myself, it's sad. Sad is the word for it. Yeah. Voodoo, thank you for the super chat as well, honey. Voodoo says, I'll be different. Here's for the meat and dark leafy greens fun.
I look like I'm in my 20s. Thank you.
It's just, it can't be kale. I just can't fuck with kale. It doesn't matter what I do. I cannot make kale taste good.
Rosie, you got.
How do y'all make kale taste good? It just tastes so bad.
Army now, girl. Yeah. This is crazy. When I was in the middle of burying my fucking soul, and I looked up, and I was like, what do you mean there's almost 700 people in here? What? I'm horizontal. What happened?
Oh, so she acknowledges she gets more views in portrait. Aha!
Your PO box. Mine is like 120 for 3 months, so.
In omelets? Ugh.
100 for the year is awesome. What? Thickums, a channel called Nonsense. I think it was Nonsense on.
I remember one time I tried to make a kale soup, and I was just like, yeah, I'll just make like a regular soup and I'll put some kale in it, and then I'll just blend it and it'll be fine. It was not fine. It was bad. It was so bad because I couldn't blend the kale fine enough, so it was just this like vomitous chunks of kale in this vegetable soup, and it was so bad. Like, I could not blend it fine enough. And then it was so fibrous as well. And then it started to split. So it was like the liquid soup on the bottom and then just like a floating mess of meshy, just kale fiber. Oh, gag. Bad. Kem, thank you for the super chat, honey. Kem says, I get an iron infusion every 18 months. My body doesn't absorb iron. I hate the infusion and they aren't cheap. Here's more for the iron fund. Thank you, honey. It seems a lot of people have iron deficiencies. I'm sorry if you go through it, and I'm sorry if I make light of it. I don't mean to. Apparently I need to have a steak. Thanks, love.
On the web, I guess you can like redirect your audience.
So your kale looked like a swamp then. Yeah.
So she redirected her audience to me in the middle of me like answering a really deeply personal question. A Vomito's gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much. Wow. Oh, on the web.
Sorry, you're iron deficient.
Not the web. On the, like DA. Wow. More memberships. God, thank you. I thank all of you so much. I'm so excited to check you guys out. It's crazy. I already talked about a cat. Hi, Rose.
Make kale chips and put nooch on them. Oh, you think, Addie? Oh, I wish I could just get dehydrated kale. That would be so much quicker.
Rosie, why are you so freaking awesome? I don't know.
Thanks.
I'm just kidding. Thank you. Seriously though, what would you
At that point in time, I may as well just eat like a bowl full of spinach.
be doing if you weren't on YouTube?
Yeah.
I don't know, fam. I don't want to know. I cuss a lot too, girlfriend. Especially like when I'm really passionate about something. Okay, so I'm done with the questions on the post.
Marie, thank you for the super chat, love. Marie says people just don't need enough staplers anymore these days. Not the staplers. And Graveyard, thank you for the super chat, honey. Graveyard says we expect a haul of this grift or we'll report you to in Kuwait. Stop it.
You guys can just ask me questions here while we hang out for the last bit. We like cussing? Yeah. We have fun, but we also have haters? Yeah. When's the last time we emptied the dishwasher? It was either last night or this morning. I think it was last night. He handled it last night.
Okay, so spinach over kale, you reckon?
Well, this trip made my day. Thank you.
Key, thank you for donating to the Iron Fund. I appreciate it. Key says, Iron Fund, because it's not for a kitten or a child. It's for a darling puppy. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it, love. That's very kind. Chat, I appreciate a bit, and that's very silly. Thank you all for your generosity and your kindness. I appreciate it.
You guys talk about true crime?
I think it's because at the moment, my primary diet is beans, chicken, broccoli, potato, and then various, like, sauces and or other things. It's not very, the diet is not very varied at the moment, which is, yeah, I guess hard when, like, you're kind of missing a micronutrient.
Like some true crime stuff. What influenced you to become a YouTuber? What would it take for the cannonball? So, okay, so for the new people,
Rafin, is it? I love dried seaweed chips. They're so good.
I told my chat, I was like, because I don't want to do a cannonball. Like,
Princess Sparkle Fairy, great name, by the way. Thank you for the super chat, honey. Princess Sparkle Fairy says, small contribution to the high stakes fund. Stop it.
I really don't.
That is very funny.
Like, I truly, there's no part of me that wants for a cannonball to happen. But I was like, if someone sends me a $500 super chat, then I'll do it. No one sent one because that's a crazy request.
Josie, do cast iron skillets actually help? I thought that was just like an old wives' tale or whatever.
That's why I said
it. Is it real? I mean, I get it. It's made of iron.
And I gave like a date, like a deadline for it. And I was like, what was that? Like a few weeks ago? You love true crime? I've been adopted into a new community. This is so fun. I love.
Oh, Rosie's been adopted.
This. You wouldn't count what out? I mean, look, at the end of the day, for a $500 super chat, I'll do a fucking cannonball.
She's been asking for this $500 super chat for a hot minute. It's real, it's minuscule, but yes, it does contribute. Ah.
But I'll be terrified.
You put an iron fish in your foods and it will fortify your food with iron. I'm sorry, a what now?
For $500, there's not much I wouldn't do. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so what you're saying is I need steak with lemon, because I need red meat with citrus, so that's going to help. And now apparently I need an iron fish.
When we were kids, I loved doing cannonballs and belly flops. I've never been that girl. I will never be that girl. We puff puff pass an edition. Oh god.
It's a piece of iron in the shape of a fish. You put it in your cooking. Do you mean like if you're making soup?
I do love $500 too. That's what I'm saying. Like, because also on YouTube, $500 is the max amount you can super chat. So that's why I picked that number. But, because like...
What the fuck is an iron fish?
Because people were saying they wanted me to do it. I'm like, well, if you want to do it that bad, pony up. No one ponied up.
Wait, does it have to be in food? Could I put my iron fish in a beverage? Would that help to fortify the iron in the beverage?
I have a diving board. It's legit, and it wears you out. Jump, get out, yeah. Yeah, no, so this pool is like, it's nice, you know, but it's not super big. It's kind of shaped like a lima bean.
Iron fish.
This is a relaxing change from the hate and anger of the green team. What's the green team?
Oh. Right.
It's definitely, like, I'm very thankful to have this pool. I'm not complaining about the size. It's just like, for example, like my great
It's a little fish-shaped piece of iron.
aunt, she passed away within the past year or so. But before she passed, like at her home, she had like an Olympic-sized swimming pool with like
Just suck on it like a lollipop? Okay.
salt water and like the whole nine. Like, it was a massive pool. Yeah, this is good for laps. Oh my goodness, excuse me.
Oh, you have to boil it. Okay. Well.
Okay, so apparently green team is someplace you don't want to go. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, Rosie's making friends, so we're just gonna skip because my butt's starting to fall asleep. Sorry, chat. I think the Q&A portion of this live stream is over.
Classes where we would all get together and we would like practice doing like whatever modality you wanted, like whether that was pendulum work, mediumship.
Oh, she's talking about a trip to Harry Potter World. No, sorry, Hogwarts. That one.
Like the username is making me giggle. Because you can't say vibrator without it sounding like, you know.
Shout out to Vibe Raider in the chat.
I thought this was just going to be like a normal little Q&A live, you know? You crashed my symptoms. I'm trying to reboot right now. Yeah, I got rated. I didn't even know you could do that on YouTube.
I haven't seen any actual swimming in the pool today, huh?
I didn't even know.
We're just kind of like vibes.
That's so crazy.
I could eat dirt, and I could eat dirt.
Because I know you can do that on Twitch, but I didn't know you could do that on YouTube. Like, I'm shook, bro. The dark side is famous for redirects. Yeah, I wanna.
Ever After, thank you for the super chat, love. Ever says you should chat GPT like Amber to get a diagnosis. Oh my god, stop.
Hang out with y'all. I'm excited. Like.
I wasn't diagnosed with low iron, you guys. I was on the verge, the cusp. Like, I was just points away.
We rate each other all day. We call it tapping in. When one finishes, we rate another.
My doctor said that symptoms may include, let's see, ChatGPT. What are symptoms?
Cool. I don't know if you can do that on mobile, because I stream from my phone. You'll fit right in. You said bro. Yeah, I say bro. I also say dog.
Oh my gosh, she's making friends, chat. Skip.
You should tell Clue to tap in. Pool feels great.
Black Pantera asked Pulpy, did your doctor clap for you because you're not completely iron deficient?
Okay, thank you, Earthy. You hit your own personal lottery tonight, Rosie.
They said you're healthy, but your iron levels are a little low.
You did. That's crazy. We're peer pressuring Clue. Rosie, I have a question.
Doohickey, thank you for the super chat, honey. Doohickey says, I don't like that the Kramer channels I watched discovered QLR today. It's weird. I have no idea who these people are. Greetings from Bali. Hello, I hope you're having a fabulous time, honey. Thank you for the super chat. I have no idea who any of these people are. I'm sure this will all get unpacked in some deep lore conversation around Kramer. Oh, is it like drama but with a C? Is that what it is? And Rosie? Can't wait.
Question, not sure if you answered it before. What influenced you to become a YouTuber?
And then they hit on you and told you how beautiful you are.
Streamer. I have wanted to be a YouTuber since I was 15 years old. I discovered YouTube. Unfortunately, the creator that got me into YouTube was Shane Dawson. Obviously, I no longer support him.
I did ask about my sugars though, and they're all fine. Everything else is fine. It's just my iron.
but I was obsessed with him as a teenager. And I called my cousin quirky. Yeah, I love the word quirky.
And then they gave me a high five.
I always have. But I've been heavily involved in YouTube culture since I was 15 years old. I used to watch the Vlog Brothers, Wheezy Waiter. God, who else?
True crime plus drama equals crime. Right.
I wasn't super into Smosh. Yeah, I know. He was awesome at the time. Yeah. We have some. I think they're currently unplugged though. We have some outdoor lights over there. Yeah, I used to watch Trisha Paytas. I don't really watch her like that anymore. She pops up on my TikTok and stuff, but Jenna Marbles. Oh my God, yes, Jenna Marbles, of course. I don't like to say my haters' names because I think that's what they want from me. Not anymore. I used to watch Jeffree Star, but no, I haven't liked him for a long time.
Okay, we're just talking about people we watch on YouTube.
I'm trying to think.
Skip.
I don't really talk anymore, but I don't regret it. And I told them that at the time. If for some reason we stopped being friends, I'd always cherish this tattoo, and I feel that way to this day, and I'll feel that way till the day I die. So, this tattoo's very sentimental to me. It's my favorite tattoo. Thank you. I hope you guys, I hope you guys enjoy. I do a lot more live streaming nowadays. I do have vlogs on my channel. I've had quite the journey on YouTube.
Yeah, we've got some lore that Lottie has recommended. We'll watch that at some point in time.
Yeah, it hurt like a bitch. The one on my hand hurt more than both my wrist tattoos. This one was like a simple line tattoo. If it had been any more complicated, I would have tapped out. I couldn't have done it.
Oh, man, I do like bread. She does, Sky. Pool cream cheese.
My wrist hurt more than my whole thigh. Really? Okay, thank you, Earthy. Is anybody planning to live stream tonight? Like once I log off, because I'll try to make sure I like go and subscribe to them and check in, so that way I get the notification.
Honestly, Lottie, it was great. I made an appointment, and then they were like, "Yeah, we're expecting you."
Meet you, Music City Mom.
Didn't have to yell at anyone.
Thank you. You have tattoos on your spine and feet. You're brave. My wrist didn't hurt at all. Yeah, it was, like barely at all. Like it really, like my hand hurt something fierce. The wrists were fine.
How long has Rosie been in this pool? 2 hours.
This is my
So the cream cheese is definitely not good.
True tattoo. I haven't shown it in a while actually. I doodled this at my during my, I think it was my first day at my first big girl job. If not the first day, it was like when I was in training. It says stay true. There's a little a crescent moon here, a dragonfly that has a lot of meaning to me, and then there's a little comma that's actually a heart right here. It's like a tiny little, you can't really, if you look close you can kind of tell it's a heart, but it's a comma in the shape of a heart. And then I got this tattoo before J.K. Rowling's brain got eaten by transphobic mold, but I got this always tattoo.
Not the brain mold.
And then there's a little peace sign for a period, so when I hold my hands out like this, it's a sentence. It says stay true always.
But backwards, right? It says always stay true. Wow.
As like a reminder to myself to stay true always. That's like kind of like a saying I made for myself. Oh, that's cool, Danny.
Sky, yes, say it louder. Rosie's best friend is Emmeline Reed.
So yeah, not the transphobic mold. That's what I'm saying. Like fuck J.K. Rowling for ruining something as precious to me as Harry Potter. Fuck her for that. Man, Clue, they want you to go live, girlfriend. I will totally come hang out with y'all. I might not be in the chat right away because I'll have to shower, but I'll come hang out with y'all. I don't got any other plans after I get off my live. I've separated the art from the artist. Yeah, I get that. I just still try to not financially contribute to her. I haven't, like, the new stuff that comes from that, but, like, if I wouldn't be against getting her books, like, secondhand.
Kara.
Damn, Clue, they're, like, bullying you into going live, girl. They're really, like...
Skipping. Rosie's got new friends now, chat.
Thank you, Crimson. When is Clue going live? I'll make sure to hop off.
Spoiler, she was in the chat straight away.
So I can't raid from my phone. And I never stream on my laptop, so I feel bad. I don't know if I'll be able to ever do that back. I'd love to be able to do that back. Aw, thank you, Baby Firefly. I'm sorry you guys have been dealing with drama. I get that. Thank you, Earthy. I will make sure I check that.
Skip.
But Okay, so her intro is fun. Okay. But yeah, I'll make sure to, oh my God. I'm excited. I'm excited to join your guys' live.
I told you, she made new friends. Where's Brosie's dinner? I don't know. Maybe it's leftovers night.
I'm just so grateful. I don't even know what to say. Thank you for letting us raid you. Thank you for raiding me.
Who said borderline low iron?
I'm just so grateful. Oh gosh, no, I wouldn't block y'all. You guys are so, I was so...
I've got to talk about my BLI diagnosis.
I was so worried to look at the chat because I was like bearing my soul and I was talking about something that I get made fun of for. A lot of people say that I'm faking being autistic for attention and all this. They say really nasty shit. And I was like bearing my soul.
Now we're crying in the pool.
And talking about something really, really personal. And the last thing I expected was to look up and see a bunch of love and support. And like, that could not have come at a better time for me.
Okay, well, chat, she's got support now. Look, she's got new friends. It's great. Now she doesn't need to watch us.
No. I'm being lame, but
sorry, I'm sorry, Rosie. We're talking about my diagnosis right now. What? Can you just like be a little bit more sensitive, please?
No, could not have come at a
Sorry, chat. I'm fucking insufferable.
better time. So,
don't use your BLI voice.
You guys really did something very special for me. Like, super chats are cool. Financial support, it's really helpful. Like, really, like especially because I don't have another job right now. But like, that's not even what matters to me the most. Like, literally, like, there could not have been a better moment.
Cool it down, buddy.
For support to flood in like that for me. Whew. So, because that is something so personal to me and so raw and.
Oh my god, it's so raw, you guys. Fuck.
Yeah. So, thank you. Whew. I was trying so hard not to cry, and then like earlier when I was talking about it, and then I just kind of broke. The dam broke. So. Whew. Yeah, this happened for a reason for all of us. I'm really excited to hang out. Did I miss a super chat?
Graveyard.
I think I missed a super chat. Thank you for having us. And Yanka, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so
Bobby's,
much.
I did
God is
hear
watching
that,
over you.
yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I also know Chantel went live earlier, like 2 hours ago, but couldn't keep on, apparently. I think it was only like a 20-minute stream.
My mods are awesome. They're very protective of me, which is why I think at some point certain people were getting like timed out and stuff.
Bud's very sleepy.
Because we've never experienced anything like this. Universe is sending you signs, yeah.
So raw, Sky.
One of my mods put in Clue's link. Yes, Christine did. So if you guys want a link to this channel, I can't pin it, which is so annoying. But yeah, but that's the link to the most recent live on her channel. It's not going to be the one that she scheduled, but I think is what I read. But yeah, it's to a video. Okay, perfect. That'll help at least direct them to the channel.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we're gonna wrap this up here in a couple minutes. I don't really want to end, but I want to hang out in Clue's live. So, and then I'll have to check my email and subscribe to everybody else too.
The nose into forehead rub.
Yeah, my mods are amazing. They're very protective of me. They really look out for me. Yeah, so if any of my viewers here, there's a lot happening here. So like, my viewers, please check out Clue's live. I'm not familiar with the content. I'm checking it out for the first time too, but I think it'll be fun. So the vibes.
Yes, she was just crying.
They're immaculate here. So clearly, I feel like people's communities, say a lot about them. So this is awesome. And just a reminder,
it is weird to be like, oh my god, this is so awesome, you guys. I'm going to jump in and watch these people and have absolutely no idea who they are or what their content is, but basically be like, oh my god, you guys, you came into the chat at a really vulnerable time, and I just really appreciate it because I don't have any work at the moment, and YouTube is where I get my money, and I just wanted to say thank you so much.
Join as a member now. We're going to do members only live tomorrow.
Yeah, I should be doing that now that I've got BLI.
I've decided.
I am insufferable.
Especially because there's been so many gifted memberships today. Like, I definitely want to. And I've been meaning to. Like, I was planning on doing one in the next couple days. So. Kind of content. Hell yeah, Christine. Cool. I'm excited. I have a decently sized mod team. And once I get to know Clue and and earthy and nonsense, and there was multiple creators' names mentioned. I'm already forgetting some, but once I get to know, like,
Now, Rosie, remember, you can't get too parasocial too quickly. If you slide into people's DMs and just start making weird friendships happen inorganically, just remember, you've done this before. Not a good idea.
the creators more, if any of them like want to mod me and they can mod for me back, like, you know,
Sure.
we can definitely see about that. But yes, Joanna's putting clues live. That looks like the live link.
Yeah, BLI awareness stream. That's what we need to do.
Awesome. Is that for the scheduled live, Joanna?
Yeah. 10K marathon run for a cure. Yeah.
Oh, I've been accused of being a predator because I do vertical lives. So
Rosie, your content, it says 18 plus. Your vertical lives are not filtered to adult-only audiences. That's why the numbers are so high, because they fall into shorts aimed at children. What do you not understand about this topic?
Oh, I've been accused of being a predator because I do vertical lives. So I get it. People make up horrendous shit. Like they've said that I'm a predator towards like minors because I do vertical lives. And I
Do you want to extrapolate on that?
I guess cooking on the internet. I don't know. It's insane. Like I've been accused of heinous shit. Like I get it. That's just the internet.
Then why do you refuse to acknowledge the fact that the way you've got your vertical live set up should not be set that way? Why do you refuse to do anything about that? That is so weird.
They make up their own narratives that aren't real. It's disgusting. Yeah. I had a hater recently. Their YouTube got completely removed from the platform because he sent stuff to my house, like using DoorDash, because he I guess found my address. He didn't like publicly dox me, but he like sent stuff to my house. He contacted my dad. He did really gross stuff to like he did a laundry list of horrible stuff to me. And he also reacted and hated on other fat women.
Wonder if she's going to tell them about Jeff's history. That was all recent history too. I'd be surprised if they don't find out.
Too, and what finally got his channel taken down is he threatened to like pew pew somebody in the face, or like something like that, like talking about shooting someone in the face. And yeah, he finally got his entire YouTube taken down. I celebrated that day. So he's a horrible person, and he's the one that started that narrative because I had something happen to me when I was very young that was very horrible. I'm not going to trauma dump and get too into it, but I've been very protective towards children. I have very strong stances against like child exploitation.
Then why do you keep making your content accessible to people under the age of 18? Why do you keep doing that? Like, why do you keep pushing your content in that direction? Not even the content, just like the way that your streams are set up. Why do you keep doing that?
And so that was like the worst thing you could say about me. And there's did you report it to YouTube legal? I don't even know how to do that. I don't want to do that. But it's been like my entire time on YouTube, he was like,
yeah, also that entire conversation about Nutty Jeff does not add up with that.
Making those like completely slanderous and baseless claims. It's just like people will just say the craziest stuff on the internet just because they can, and it's stuff that can ruin people's lives. It's just insane. Dealing with incels is exhausting, but I digress.
I think you need to learn words other than incels. Oceana, goodbye. Have a good one.
So anyway, yeah, no real life shit. Exactly. I don't know who Lemonhead is. I'm glad he lost his channel too. Oh, nicotine. Okay. If it says that we're not friends or you haven't sent the request, I thought I accepted your friend request. Send it.
Okay, chat, this is a private conversation. I'm gonna go now because my butt's asleep. Chat, thank you all so much for being here today. I appreciate it. For those of you on the rewatch, thank you for your comments, opinions, and eyeballs. I just want to say thank you all so much for allowing me to be vulnerable and discuss my recent BLI diagnosis. You know, I think it takes a really brave person to be able to talk about this, because I know that not a lot of people do really talk about it. And I'm going to go find myself a steak. So thank you all for your generosity and support. For those of you, I've already said that bit. Thank you all so much for being here. If you'd like to hit the like button on the way out, I'd appreciate it. Please make sure you brush your hair and your face. Get your steps in. Hug a loved one. Don't be a dumpster fire on the internet. Make good choices. Be good people. Get your iron. And I appreciate you all. Thank you for being fun. And I will see you all in the next video and or live stream.